I'm gonna do a review, and also just a disclaimer again. Daggerheart is not out yet. We're still playing with the old version, which should be, I believe, playtest script 1.5. And this is also the second time any of us are playing a full campaign with Daggerheart, so please be aware that we're going to be a little bit trying to figure out the rules as we go. So please be patient. So thank you. If you have questions, feel free to ask Siwa, and we'll try and get to you as soon as possible. And with that being said, let's get into the game. Last time, we found this group of adventurers traveling to the Lemon Kingdom to figure out what was causing the mysterious illness affecting plant and animal life along the southern coast of Seville. Those who have ventured to investigate this strange phenomenon have either returned ill or vanished entirely. Leaders outside the Varean Dynasty feared the disease could spread rapidly across the continent. There was a lead from Archivist Luna in the Lemon Kingdom to speak to an elf sorcerer, Lito, in the northern part of the Varean Dynasty, and or to go to Folly Woods to talk to the half-orc herbalist Keed about the issues at hand. You were all about to leave Luna's treehouse and headed back towards the Lemon Kingdom after helping vanquish some enemies and creating a protection stone that she's going to be working on for the evening. I'm going to leave it all up to you. What would you like to do? Would you like to go back to the kingdom? Do you want to stick around and ask her a couple more questions?
I guess, what are we feeling in terms of like the possible options of where to go? Because it sounds like we basically had 3 leads. Spies to the south, the half-orc herbalist named Keed by the Folly Woods, or the alchemist sorcerer in the northern part of the Varean Dynasty named Lito.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. I mean, do we really need anything back at the Lemon Kingdom?
I don't think so. No.
There's shops. There's shopping.
It's true.
You could talk to some people and get a little bit more information. I'm giving you options here.
We don't need options. We need to narrow from what we have.
We gotta narrow the options down.
What are you in the mood to do?
I mean, who doesn't love a little shopping if we want to just zippity-doo-dah and see what they got?
Not
Shopping
the
episode.
doodah.
Well, is there anything we're in the market for? Because if we're looking for stuff that's specific, I can reach out to the fun girl bartender, Trish, who's at the bar, and see at distance if they have what we have in town.
Fair. That is true. Because we only went to the tavern, we didn't go to any like shops, right?
Yeah, so like we don't know
Yeah.
if we're looking for stuff that's specific. Now, if we're not looking for specific and we're just window shopping for whatever's there, that's fine. We can go do that. But if we're looking for like something specific, I can see if we know if it's there or not.
And also, like, how much does one handful of gold buy you? I'm not sure.
I have 2
So,
handfuls for some reason.
I was gonna say, so in terms of gold, we can totally do this crunchy. 10 coins is a handful. So that's 10 gold. 10 handfuls is a bag. So that would be 20 coins is a bag. And then 1 bag, or 10 bags is a chest. So that would be 40. No, that's higher. Whatever. It's high. It's a lot. And then it's a chest. And then you actually need to physically put that somewhere because you're not carrying around a chest of gold. So there is.
Okay, I see. So 10.
Yeah.
20, 30,
so there's
100 in
10.
one bag.
Yeah. Yeah. So 10 coins is a handful. So just if you wanted to be crunchy about it, that is like the
Crunchy.
crunchy numbers.
I do love
Gotcha,
crunchy numbers. Yeah, hit up your
Mhm.
fun girl. I'm so sorry.
Oh god.
Hit up your fun girl network and just be like, hey yo, what shops you got here?
Okay. So I guess I need to make an instinct roll. It has a 12 next. Oh, that's the average roll. So I'll reach out to Trish, the red cap fun girl tavern keeper / bartender. So I got an 18 with hope. An 8.
Okay. So you do feel a pull back. And does it say specifically? I need to pull up your sheet. Does it say
says
specifically?
you may make an instinct roll to speak with others of your ancestry across any distance using your mycelia array. So essentially, what I will speak and say is, like, hey girl, I know it's like been a minute, but like, we were hoping to like do some shopping and like maybe go a little nuts. Like, is there like some good shopping in Dawn Hollow or in the Lemon Kingdom?
You feel a pull back, and you can hear her kind of like in like a kind of like a hurried state, but she says, yeah, there's plenty of shops. There's potions and there's armory, and we also have this new thing that just popped up in our tavern. If you want to come check it out, it's this board. But yeah, feel free to come by, and I'll talk to you soon.
I'm like, thanks, girl. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Amazing.
Oh my god.
So like, gang. So I talked to Trish, and she's like, totes cool. And she said that there's like potions and like armory, and something about the tavern has like something or another. Like, it's like maybe a vibe.
Well, Luna she has to make something for tonight, right? Like, all right, how long was her thing gonna take to make?
Yeah, so the way that she described it to you was like she wants to kind of wait it out. I think specifically, let me pull it up the details. I think I mentioned it was going to take like a couple days or a day for the protection stone, depending on how good it is, to sort of like seat itself in the stone. So like just take some time to prepare it. So probably a day or two.
Yeah, I think depending on like how far the other leads are, like we could probably hop into town and then head on to one of those other ones and circle back and check in with Luna.
Sounds like a good plan to me.
Okay. Is that everybody? Scarlet?
Yeah,
Telki? Davy?
I could probably get some potions.
Oh my god, I forgot the Navy voice!
So good! Yes. Okay, so you guys decide to head back towards the Lemon Kingdom. I'm gonna go ahead and just plop this baby. Wow.
Hey, yo!
Why are you doing this to me?
And sorry, I was like half paying attention. Who's physically holding the magic stone from Luna?
So, I believe I don't think
that
anyone
might be
has.
me.
I think it might be Davy. I do know she said it's going to take a day, and then you guys would have to come back to her because she was going to give you a map.
Gotcha.
Was what the plan was, just so she could check the stone and make sure it's seated and all that fun stuff,
Gotcha,
and then give you a
gotcha.
map. Was the other thing.
Oh, we've totes got time to shop.
It's up to you, Telki, how long you want to stop being a lynx. I think there's not really a time frame, so if you want to keep being a lynx, you can. If you don't want to be, you don't have to be, I guess.
Well, nice.
Oh yeah. Good point, Scarlet. We have our carriage.
Yeah, you do.
Lickety split. Easy
so, yeah.
peasy.
Yeah. So, do you want to continue to be a lynx? Because I'll put your lynx.
Now,
Okay.
they will probably stop once we reach the city or the town or whatever. But during the whole conversation of what to do, they were totally lynx.
Okay. All right. So, at some point, you guys make your way back towards the Lemon Kingdom, and
Yeah, I got it.
oh my goodness. And you make your way back towards the tavern, and which I swear, hold on, it is called. I know what I'm about. Hold on a second.
The Tart Twig Tavern.
Yes, the Tart Twig.
Racial on
Bless
top of
you.
it.
I know.
I
my
took
brain.
notes.
I know. You guys are so good. I'm so proud of you. So you guys head back to the Tart Twig Tavern, and you spot Trish, who I'm going to actually put her name on here because she's just always here. And you spot her, and as you sort of enter into this tavern, you notice that it's kind of silent. It's like later in the evening. A lot of people have gone home for the day, and she's just closing up shop. And you see to your left of this like sort of wall of, I don't want to call it cork because it's not really cork, but it's essentially a giant cork board, and it's got a bunch of pages and posters and stuff on it. And she said, you know, she kind of greets you all and says, "Welcome back. I hope everything went well with the archivist, but I just wanted to show you guys this." And she kind of darts over around the bar and she points to the wall, and she points to one of the blank sheets and she goes, "There's a bunch of people in town who came by today and decided to put up this board, and it's got a bunch of details about messages and stuff around town, and we just thought it would be a really great way to put some community, you know, help, or if they need something or if something weird's going on. This is kind of like our little board that we're going to put it all on." And as you guys kind of step forward to read, you can see there's like mostly blank pages, but there is a couple pages filled out, and one of them says in really weird scrawled writing, "I've been hearing of some creatures nearby that are tearing up gardens and some of the orchards, and the farmers have concluded that their livestock and plants are in turn getting sick after these attacks." And so Trish kind of points to that one and says, "There's this guy not nearby. He just put this one up just a little bit ago, and I don't know if you guys are busy, but feel free to take a look, and, you know, if you come back, I'm sure there's a reward if you're not busy. Otherwise, you know, he says it's not super urgent, but, you know, just to let you know what's going on around town."
Okay, pilot
People-
reminding. Oh, sorry. No, go for it, Letty.
No, I was just gonna say, Valus will kind of ask him, you said people are getting sick?
Mhm.
The livestock is, you know, something happened is what he described to me. Like the livestock and stuff, like they're getting attacked and gardens are being ripped up. It's really weird. Like I don't know what's really going on. You might have to go talk to him. But I know, and she turns to Amanita and goes, "You know, I know you mentioned you were looking at some places to shop. There is a potion shop called Lemon Drops. And there also is an armor shop nearby, I believe. And it's called the Reckless Strike, and you're welcome to check them both out. They're both just down the road on your left."
I'm like, "Thanks, girl. We like appreciate the tips."
Oh my
Above table, remind
can't.
me. I freaking love Amanita.
God.
Was there? We were looking for something that was like causing sickness, right?
Correct, yeah.
Yeah.
So basically there was like a disease that was like attacking like plants and people and animal life, and for whatever reason, like anytime anything like touches it, like they're like just like it gets really gross, and there's a
Okay.
sickness, and a lot of people feel like whatever it is, it's just like just destroying
stuff up, yeah.
anything and anybody that touches it. Yeah.
Well,
And they're like, "Hey, people are coming back sick."
good to know. Yeah. I mean, potions never hurt, and I think that's a great idea. And like Vela said, if people are getting sick and looking for things making things sick, maybe it's a good pit stop while we're waiting for Luna to finish the stone.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, potions can't hurt, so I think it's probably a good idea to maybe head there first and then go check out this job.
I think so too. Did it
Agreed.
hey Trish, did it say how far south? Or how I didn't get it. Was it a direction? South? How far away the farm is?
The farm, so a lot of the residents live just within the some of the tree brush and in some parts of the woods just nearby. If you go down just outside of this area, keep going, it's right before you get to the archivist. There's like a road down a path. You guys saw it, but it like was not you didn't pay much mind to it. But there's like a road down there, and there's like a bunch of housing and things like that down that way. And if you keep going, you'll eventually hit the farms.
Perfect. And it's like kind of in the area that we need to be anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I totally missed it. So like Trish, we like love the vibe here. The tavern's like totes cute. Like does this town like have a name, or is it all just like named buildings?
So the town itself is the Lemon Kingdom. So we are the Lemon Kingdom, and then each of the shops have different names because, well, you name your shop when you make it, so yeah, so that this obviously I'm the tart twig, and then everything else also has names and stuff, but you're welcome to, if you just want to call it whatever you want, you're more than welcome to. No one's going to stop you.
Well, just like as a piece of like feedback, like that's like kind of a confusing name that your town is a kingdom, but like you do you, girl.
Okay.
Oh my god. So what time of day is it if Trish is closing up?
It's probably around like 7-8 o'clock, because by the time you guys finished fighting, it was going towards the afternoon, evening. So by the time you make it back to town, it's probably like 7-8 o'clock.
Okay. And we can take 3 short rests before we have to take a long rest, right?
I believe so.
I pulled up the little downtime thing.
I believe so.
So I know we did one before we did the fight with all the nasty dead things, but I don't think we've done one since. I think it might be smart to do that before checking out more sickly things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So do you guys want to take a rest? Sleep here somewhere?
Yeah, I would say we can either do a long or a short. I mean, I think maybe the farmer's probably getting into sleep soon, so maybe we get potions and then while the tavern's closed, I don't know where the heck we'd sleep. There's beds in that cart.
You could always...
It's over in the cart.
I see beds.
Trish is gonna look to you all, and she's like trying to put cups away, and kind of looks up, seeing you all kind of conversing, and she's like, "If you need a place to stay, I have rooms available. I didn't put a staircase in this building, but there is stairs up into this. If you would like a room."
Skills.
Yeah. Ignore the no stairs. There is stairs. Okay, just pretend they're there.
Oh my goodness.
So do we want to do potions, sleep, and then go and check out this farm in the morning?
I think so.
Yes.
Okay. Let's go. I'm just watching the map as a parrot, as the stairs appear as I'm talking. It's like, oh, there are rooms. Nice.
Amazing.
Yeah. Shall we go then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys are gonna head to the potion shop first?
Yes.
Okay. So, as you all leave the building, you see lemon drops. Oh my god. Why must you do this? I hate this thing sometimes. Why? There we go.
Oh.
God bless Owlbear. So, feel free to put yourselves on the map.
Yeah. Oh shit. Apparently, I'm not signed in, so
Yep,
it won't let me.
the same thing.
Yeah, same here.
Amazing. Yeah, you have a working project. Yeah, work on a project. So if there's something that you guys want to start, for example, like working on better armor, or trying to read a book, or trying to learn a language or something, we can work on that together as a DM and player, and we can figure out how long that takes and stuff.
Whoa!
All right.
Amanita.
That was not Manita, that was Omanut.
Like, sorry, girls.
My goodness.
Ooh, that's not.
Okay. So, as you all enter Lemon Drops, you see this. It's the picture is not to the actual description, but you see a navy inferius with yellow eyes stirring a cup of some sort of silvery liquid, and she's working at the desk. And are you all coming in? You gonna pop up? Okay.
Yeah.
She's gonna look up and see. Oh, welcome on in, guys. What can I get for you?
Do you have any potions of healing potentially?
We do. We have a couple potions of healing. We've got a minor health potion. Just so you know, it clears 1d4 hit points above table, and that's 3 handfuls of gold. And we have also a minor stamina potion above table. It clears 1d4 stress. And that's 3 handfuls of gold. But yeah, that's what we've got in terms of potions.
Can I please take the health potion?
You can't take it. You can pay for it.
That's what I meant. I'm sorry. Yes. Can I pay?
She kind of gives you a look like, are you trying to steal from my shop right now?
Look, he's a rogue, but he's not that brave. Like, right now. Can I pay you for a potion, please, miss?
Absolutely. That will be 3 handfuls of gold, please.
And he will get the gold out and hand 3 handfuls of gold over, which is all of Valis' money.
So she's gonna take the gold from you, and underneath the table she will pull out this red liquid bottle and hand it to you, so you can go ahead and add a minor health potion to you. It clears 1d4 hit points.
Amazing.
I see you got a lot of bits and baubles around here. Do you have other wares besides potions?
Yeah, we've got different scrolls and things. We've got some lemon leaves as well above table that will gain you 2 hope upon eating. And that's 5 handfuls of gold. We have other potions as well, but nothing. Our stock's kind of low at the moment, so right now we just have those things at the present.
I mean, if somebody wanted any other potion, I got a little gold I can lend. My character sheet came with a stamina potion, I think.
Nice.
I have one of those, but if anybody else wanted another one, I don't know where it came from, but I have 2 handfuls of gold.
I do believe you start out with some things.
Okay, I think we each got
depending
like
on your
1 or something.
background. Yeah.
If anyone else wanted that other, if you have any abilities that use a lot of stress points up, like Umi does.
Also, I forgot to roll my class feature at the beginning of the session, so for y'all's knowledge, I rolled my prayer dice, which can reduce incoming damage, add to any result after the roll, or give hope to other PCs, and I rolled a 1 and a 3. So if someone's desperate for like a shit ton of hope, or needs like a roll really badly or something, let your girl know.
Cool.
Perfect.
That'll be for tomorrow because it's still today. I don't know what you had last session, but
It's at the start of each session. It's not at the.
Got it.
That's
Got it.
interesting. That's cool.
Yeah.
Good to know.
It's not based on day.
cool. She looks around to you all. Anything else y'all want? Otherwise,
Can I also get a health potion?
absolutely. 3 handfuls of gold, please.
David just fishes out all of his gold and just places it on the carriage.
She like
everything.
leans over the counter and like grabs it out of your hands and puts it underneath and hands you another clear glass with red liquid in it.
Thank you.
I want to put him in my pocket. I want
Oh my god.
Frog.
Frog.
Umi will like lean down to Cersei and just say like, "You good? You need anything?" Kind of stuttering.
I don't think so. I don't think I have any need of anything in here.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Just want to check.
Thank you.
So with that said, is there anything else you guys want out of the shop? Otherwise, do you want to go back to the tavern? Do you want to visit the armor shop?
If we wanted to upgrade armor, would that have to be done in the armor shop, or would we be able to do it on as a project when we're on downtime? Just for clarification.
So right now, because you guys are level 1, I believe we started this campaign at, I think you can only get up to whatever we have for level 1s. So like for weapons and things, like you can only get like a short sword or things like that, or like leather armor. So if you already have something like that, then it's fine. You can purchase more armor if you want, but just know like you'll only be able, as a DM, I'm only gonna allow you to get whatever level that you're at. So so yeah, it's up. I don't know what you have right now on Valus, but if there's something you want to like repair or like upgrade in a different way in between like sleeping or when you guys do downtime, just let me know and we can talk about it and like what that upgrade might look like.
Okay. He will probably just repair armor
that
then.
night when you guys go back.
Yeah, so that's fine. Just wanted to check.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else you guys want to do in this potion shop?
I think that's good.
Okay. So, as you all leave for the day and go back to the Lemon Kingdom, I'm going to go ahead and, oh my god, just pretend I'm non-existent.
Never.
So, as you all go back to the tavern and Trish lets you back into the tart twig and you guys go up the stairs into your different rooms. I don't have a map for that. Use your brain. You guys, she's gonna ask you all, do you guys want separate rooms? Do you want one big room?
Slumber party?
Yeah, I was gonna say we can save money on it if we just bunk it up.
At the words slumber party, Valus will just stare and just be like, okay, resigned to the fact he is gonna have to share a room.
Omi's just like, I mean, we share one giant tent all the time. You know, it's like just how we do it in the tribe. Body heat is helpful.
How do you slumber and party at the same time?
Party in your head.
Like
Talkie.
very carefully.
Trish is gonna turn to you all and say, all right, well, if you're only gonna do one room, it's gonna be one handful of gold for the night.
Yeah, I can cover that. Thanks, Trish.
Perfect. So she hands you a key to a pretty big suite upstairs, and you all enter. There's going to be probably like 2 beds and like some nice furnishings like a couch and stuff. So are you guys going to do anything? Do you want to talk? What would you like to do?
Umi
Or
will
just go straight to sleep?
steal blankets and bedding from their cart because I'm taking this as canon, and I swear those look like trundle beds. So you know, just in
They
the
do.
future, we can totally do
Yeah.
people. So. Yeah, and then it's gonna bring all the
We
extra
can do 6
bedding.
people.
Oh,
So I think whilst everyone's still awake, Valus isn't a very verbose person anyway. So I feel like he will probably sit and repair armor, because if you repair armor, it gets rid of armor slots taken, doesn't it?
I believe so.
Yeah,
Let me
that's what
double
it.
check. I believe so, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, repair all armor. You describe how you do that.
So I think he has, like, because it's leather, like Gambison armor that he has. So he will have like swatches of just leather that maybe he's collected when he's been traveling and things, and just use that to just patch up the area that needs patching up on his armor, if that is okay.
Yep.
And then I guess healing all wounds as
I was
well.
gonna say, yeah. So for long rests, since you guys are all gonna probably bed down for the night unless you want to RP anything, you can choose 2 moves below or the same move twice. So you can tend to all your wounds, which is you patch yourself up and remove all your hit points. You can also do this to an ally. You can clear all your stress, so you have to describe how you blow off steam and pull yourself together, and you clear all marked stress. You can repair all your armor, so you describe how you repair your armor and you clear all your armor slots, and you can also do this to an ally. You can prepare for the next day adventure and gain a hope. If you choose to prepare with one or more members, you each gain 2 hope, or you can work on a project, and again we can establish doing that after the session if you feel like you want to do that.
Valus will tend to all wounds as well.
Okay.
I think he will look at Amanita and say, how is it you're always so peppy? Is that just you, or is it a condition, or something?
A condition? This is just like my vibe. And kind of just like a little head bob.
My God.
You can see like the mushroom on her head just kind of wobbles as she does like a little head bob.
Okay. Fantastic. I just haven't met many people like you before. It's a little jarring.
Actually, I would prefer if you didn't use that word. My culture finds the word jars to be really derogatory, and it's been a way to suppress the fun girl population for years. So I'd appreciate if you just like didn't use that word.
Valus will blush scarlet, like really, really deep red, and kind of just look away and busy himself.
As soon as he looks away, Amanita's gonna go, nah, I'm just fucking with you.
I don't know how he would genuinely react to that. Like, that's really not what he was expecting. So I think he would just look back at her and just kind of smirk, but still be kind of really taken aback by that. So, yeah, that's what he does.
Amazing.
Funny. Since I'm already talking, Amanita will take the floor because I'm a fun girl and sleeping on the ground is like the whole vibe. I will clear all stress, and then I want to prepare for the day. If someone wants to prepare with me, we can get double the hope instead. And if no one does, then I'll just take the 1 hope and just essentially just be like talking at people as they're like doing whatever they're doing to clear their stress and health and armor and whatever, and just kind of just like chit-chatting throughout. But if someone like specifically prepares with me, then we can like have a conversation and just like chit-chat and like braid hair and stuff.
I think Telki would absolutely prepare with Amanita, but also like because she has a bag of bones and rocks where she likes pours them. Her part of her preparation is pouring them out and like trying to shake the bones and see what kind of shapes they make. And she basically just lets Amanita talk for the most part. It's like the perfect person to talk to because she's actively listening, but she is not very conversing.
So Amanita's just like talking at you and mostly just being like, so you're like a cat before, like what's that like? Like I would imagine like this is what a cat's like, and just like basically just like chit-chatting the whole time about like what she thinks the experience of being a lynx would be, and like whether you think that's actually what it is or not, and just like going on a diatribe about random bullshit about like what it's like to be animals.
Yeah.
Amazing. That is so good. I think Umi will take a minute to just like sit on like one of the surfaces and just like breathe a little bit to remove stress. And then I think the other action for her will be kind of like the chainmail that she's got. I think that's what I have. Hang on. Yeah, chainmail. She'll kind of sit there and start like working through like some of the links and just making sure all like the dirt is cleared out like from between them, or like any blood or any weird shadow guts left over.
Awesome.
So Cersei would go ahead and clear her armor slots, and then she would go over to Umi and see if she needed help tending to her wounds.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, she does have some cuts up, and she had to choose between not being so stressed and fixing her armor above table mechanics, and had to leave had to leave some HP on the table. So
I will say also something I did not use before the long rest happens is once per long rest, I can use an action and touch a creature to clear 2 hit points or 2 stress. So if you're not wanting to burn a full downtime action of your 2 actions for a long rest on clearing 2 or less hit points or stress, I can totally do that for one of you guys.
oh, nice.
I will take that if no one else does, because then Scarlet can prepare with Telki and Amanita, and they'll just have a little gossip
Yeah.
sesh.
Thank you, Cersei.
Amazing. Davey,
You're so welcome.
I saw Telki is doing preparing with Amanita and prepare for the long rest.
Mm.
What are you doing, Davey?
Davey is going to be tend to wounds. He's going to use his little magic hand to help wrap some bandages around his arm. And while that's happening, he's going to also start a project.
Okay.
In his equipment, he has a book that he's trying to translate, and he's going to start just working on that. He's just like, book spread out on the floor. He's just completely bent over it and has a little notebook and just kind of is just going back and forth, deciphering magical glyphs and things like that.
Okay. Scarlet's repairing her armor as well. We can talk about how long that'll take post game, Davey.
Sweet.
Am I missing anybody? Umi, Cersei, Scarlet, you figured it out. Telki is doing that. Bayless is repairing armor and everything. Anything else you guys want to do? Is that it?
Curl up in a burrito on a bed with Cersei.
Okay. All right. So, with that being said, as you all drift to sleep, Amanita, would you make an instinct roll for me?
And that's just wait, what do I add something to that? Oh, I have a +1. Not great, Bob. That's going to be a 10 with fear.
Okay. In the middle of the night, you wake up, like gasping for air, feeling like there's something tugging at your side, but it feels so far away. It feels like it's trying to pull into your network, but you can't tell which direction it's coming from. Is it somewhere you visited, you wonder? And a worry sort of befalls you a little bit before you fall back to sleep. Go ahead and mark a stress for me for the next day.
Love that.
Mm-hmm. And is Lottie back yet?
No.
I do not believe so.
Well, she's
Okay.
typing, so yes.
Oh.
Yes! Okay. Lottie, would you make an instinct roll for me too?
No. Yes, I will. That's a 10 with fear.
You just
gassing
fall
her up.
asleep.
Hmm?
You just fall asleep. Nothing happens that you're aware of. You just fall asleep. Like normal.
Mm-hmm. I don't like that.
So, as the dawn breaks, you all wake up in your rooms, or you're in your room, and you notice Valus upon waking up. You see a slip of paper sticking out from the bedrolls and things that Umi passed around. What do you want to do with that
Valus.
note?
Oh, Valus does? Okay. He will read it.
All right. Valus opens this it's like a tiny square. You open it once, you open it again. And on the inside of the note, in smudged, you think red ink, it reads, "Only in death will you rewrite history."
Only in death will you rewrite history. Okay.
And that's all you can tell. There's no markings, anything else on the paper. Just says those words.
Does it look like it's ink or does it look like it's blood?
I don't know. Go ahead and give me a... Give me another instinct roll.
Okay.
I want to see if you can try and sense or perceive if it's...
That's 2 11s. It's 2
That's a
11s.
critical success. Even if I was thinking even knowledge even, but they're both +0,
Yeah.
so... So on a critical success, because they're both 11s, it's blood. It's definitely blood. Whose blood,
Okay.
you don't know. But it's
Okay.
blood.
He will look at it again after reading it once
Mm-hmm.
and hold it out to the group. Repeat what it says and kind of just say, and it's written in blood as well, as he hands it around.
That's just
That's very stupid.
dramatic.
You can't rewrite anything while you're dead. Also, can Telki use her experience, "This is not our paw print," for just like taking a sniff of the blood? Not because she will recognize it right away, but she might recognize it later.
Later or something? Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and make a roll, and then I will mark it down, and if you happen across that blood recipient, I will let you know.
Yes, I'm also right now fighting my cat, eating my dice tray.
Oh, baby!
God, I just lost my D12. There it is. I can do math. 15 with hope.
Nice. Okay. You get the scent.
Yeah.
On the tray.
Okay. A bright new day appears. What would you all like to do?
Go home.
Can't do that.
Let's just leaves in the middle of the night, like he's over this.
Yeah.
I ain't fucking do this shit. Oh, we're done.
Oh my gosh.
Notes in blood, I'm out.
Yep. Peace.
Yeah, I think Umi's like used to waking really like early, like with the sun and stuff, so she's kind of just been like sitting, staring out if there's like a window, just kind of like prepping her like mind for the day. And seeing the note, it's like she's not used to like people being like so like very underhanded like that, you know, like in her like tribe it's like if you've got beef you just like go up and headbutt someone, and so she's like very confused very confused by like something like so like weirdly shady, and is like, I mean, weird notes aside, we know that there's someone we can help. We know that it might give us answers, so I guess keep a lookout for people with bloody handprints and that want us to die. I don't know. That's weird.
People like that aren't usually open about that kind of stuff, Umi, but I think it's good to look out for anything suspicious for definite.
I guess so. You got beef with someone, like, go tell them. Fight it out or handshake it out, you know?
Why
From
would you actually-
experience. Ooh.
Jeez.
That was 4 people at once. From
Why would you want
experience-
to rewrite history?
I don't know. You never had something that you wished didn't happen, that you could change?
Well, we couldn't be dead if we wanted to change it.
I mean, that part is definitely weird, but I think it's normal to have things that you want to change.
I think Felis's expression will get quite dark at that, but he won't say anything to anyone. Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
Oh, want to go help a farmer?
You can also see Davies nods his head to what Umi had to say.
Amanita
where
just
are we
looks
on?
shocked and confused at Umi's comment because she's like, but I'm like a vegan, so like if I don't have beef with someone, I may have like shared like plants and tubers, but like I don't get it.
Yeah,
Not
you know.
the tuber.
Incredible.
Yeah, no, not like beef that you eat, Amanita. Like, you know, if you've got a disagreement with someone or like a problem with someone, then my tribe, it was you would just go up to them and be like, hey, I don't like that you did this. And if they say, I don't care, then you would just like fight.
I got you.
That was
You guys fight with
straightforward.
your fists and I fight with petty words. Gotcha.
I think yours definitely hurt a lot less physically. Maybe I should learn from you a little bit. It would help me, a little bit of face deformation that I got going on from all the fights I got in.
Jeez.
Hurt them emotionally. Genius.
Genius.
Amazing.
Love Cersei.
All right. So, as you all wake up, you get your things together, you converse about the note. Where are you all headed?
I can get the bedding.
To the farm.
To the farm. Yes.
To the farm. Okay, so as you all head out on your way, you head out to this farm. And let me go ahead and drag this baby out. Go ahead and put yourselves
Oh my.
where you would be.
He's small.
Goodness gracious.
I tried to fix the scaling and it didn't fix it, so I can't. Also, is this the right? Should we
I
make
know
ourselves,
it's
like,
a
the
little
size of
off. It's a little, yeah. Just do the size of the squares. I swear to you, it's just silly. I'm sorry.
You're good,
it
dude.
uploaded funny, and anyway.
Good.
So, you guys walk up to this farm as you go through, and there's just pretty much one big farm. There's a couple smaller ones, but once you leave the tart twig, Trish kind of directs you and tell you that the person that you're looking for is Bryla, Bryla, and that they're a dwarf. And that's all she'll tell you. And that like she's right outside past these couple houses. So you make your way down the cobblestone road. It's not very far, so you don't have to take your cart. So you walk your way up there. And as you come up to this house, you can see that it's a nice little cottage covered in vines and leaves and flowers. They sprout in bushels at the front and the side of the home. You can see that there's some lighting on the inside. It looks like there's someone home. What would you all like to do?
First, I think and foremost, is there any like noticeable like on the front area side areas any like blackened trees or like any of the like those icky things that they saw before?
So, as you all sort of kind of like peek your head around to the side of the house, you'll see that there's like a pathway to your right. And as you sort of come up to the side, you do see there's like a fence there, and it is kind of broken. And there's like black smatter towards the back of the house.
Ew. Okay.
Black smatter. Mmm, yummy yum.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What would you all like to do?
Telki would like to go up to the house, but not like the door, but the vines entangling it.
Mm-hmm.
And with her ability, Nature's Tongue, they want to say hi to the plants.
So as you, let me see. Let me look at your little, give you information you want to know. Okay, so go ahead and give me an instinct roll then, and see if they'll speak back to you.
That's an 11 with fear.
Mm.
Ooh, yummy fear. So,
Get outta
so you try and speak to these plants on this building, and they seem a little sickly, so they're not, you don't feel anything trying to talk back to you. There's nothing that's like calling out to you. You can't for whatever reason
Aw.
contact these plants.
Get better, friend.
I kind of really want to do something stupid, but I'm not going to.
Do it.
I
We love
think you
stupid.
do it.
Push the red button.
You should do something stupid.
Yeah, maybe while Vales is doing a dumb thing. Is there any windows along the side, or is this the door?
So the door is right here.
Okay.
And there are windows. You can see there's 2 windows here.
Okay.
And you can see like some windows over here on the right side if you like peek around. These 2 windows they're glass, but there is sort of like a shade over them, so you can't see in the building. You can just see that there's windows, and
Okay.
like if you see between the 2 shades, you can see there's like movement and there's light. Clearly someone's home, but you can't tell more than that.
Yeah, I'll let Vales do whatever they want to do. Oh my
Go
gosh.
ahead,
the
do what
giggles.
you're gonna do, Lottie.
Well, Valus is a rogue.
Mhm.
Is it a single story? Is there a upper floor to this place?
There is only a single story. It's a single story. There's no upstairs.
Okay. Okay, no stupid thing yet. He is just going to stay back just a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. In that case, no stupid thing yet. But soon, probably, it's Valus. So,
All right. Anybody else want to do something? Scarlet, Davy, Cersei, Amanita?
Are there windows in the doors? Or no?
No. It is a wooden door.
I mean,
Oh, you can talk.
oh, I was gonna say it probably wouldn't hurt to just knock on the door, like
Yep.
normal people might.
I was just gonna go knock on the door if no one else was.
Yeah,
Like,
we
Alright,
can
I'll walk up
tag
and knock
team
on the
those
door.
doors.
Yeah, we'll knock on the door together.
1, 2, 3.
Knock, knock, knock.
So you rap on the door. You hear some movement and a clatter of a dish, and you hear some footsteps coming towards the door, and you see a stout woman, brown hair, and she peeks her head out. And she goes, "Who are you?"
I'm Amanita, and this is Cersei, and like your whole house is like a vibe, and you're a vibe, and like we're just vibing together, and we heard there was like some like ickiness going on in like your house area or whatever, or like a farm, and like we just like wanted to help out, like if we could, like, and she like trails off as she like tapers the volume of her voice as she just kind of keeps talking.
We will like listen, Omni, like just kind of look at her and just be like, then look up. We saw your note.
Ah, you saw my note. Yeah,
Amanita
come on
so
in.
much.
And so the doors open, and let me go ahead and...
You're a vibe. Your house is a vibe.
As you all walk in, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. You can all walk in and let me drop my girl in. Hold, please.
Holding.
Oh my goodness.
It's beautiful.
I made it. So you walk in, and she lets you in, and she regards you all and says, "I'm Bryla. What can I do for you?"
They've sent us, well, we've been asked to check out all the, like, sickness that's been happening around the kingdom, and we've already encountered some bit of nastiness, and when we headed back to the tavern, we just showed us the note that you had put up, and it seemed to line up with some of the stuff we've experienced before, so we figured we'd swing by and see if we could help out and get some more leads.
That's right, nice of you. Yeah, come this way. And so she will lead you out this, like, sort of like backdoor patio type situation. And you will come out to...
What were you gonna say, Toki?
Nah, it's fun.
What were you gonna say?
Nah.
What were you gonna say?
No.
Okay. So as you all enter out the back patio, you see this area that is essentially like... It's weird because it's like... It seems like it should be like ashen, but it's really more like burnt. Like just burnt floor, burnt soil. And half the garden is just covered in black soot. And her plants are dying. What you see, like parts of them that you can see, they're partly brightly colored. And some of the wood that you can see when she takes you out towards the back that was splintered out from the garden that you kind of saw when you were walking up, there's like like burnt edges on them as well. And she kind of points to the area and she goes, "Me and my husband, we were sleeping last night and we heard some terrible movement. So he came up and he took his axe and he went to leave the egg, towards the back. And by the time we got out there to figure out what was going on, all we found was this. So I walked up to Trish, tried to see if she knew anybody, and she said to put up some posters. So that's all we've got."
As she says that she was sleeping with her husband last night, I kind of like lightly elbow Cersei and just like give some like head nods towards Umi.
Good gravy. She just like does not pay any mind to you at all.
Amazing.
And she's also gonna look at you guys and go, "Don't touch anything. We used to have some livestock. It all withered up and we had to take them away this morning. They were all sick."
Does this like area like have the same like vibe as those undead things that we fought?
Kind of. Give me a... Let me take a little look. Go ahead and give me a give me a knowledge roll. I want to see if you can recall
Oh dear.
from yesterday night
Never mind.
and remember what they look like.
Here we go. Wait, how do I roll? Oh, here. Okay. Hey, that's a 20 with hope.
Hell yeah.
Jeez.
So you recall that they were like whites, they were like ghastly looking creatures, and they were kind of undead. They did have like an air of sorcery about them, but they weren't exactly like what you're seeing on the ground. It doesn't have the same, like, I don't want to call it magical effect because it's not really magic that you can see right now, but like they don't have the same vibe. They don't have the same aura. Like, yes, they're both strange occurrences, but it's not like the same vibe, if that makes sense.
Okay.
And there's no like corpses. It's all just like
Nope.
general like plant life and stuff.
It's just plant life here because all the livestock are dead.
Okay, so correct me, this might just be like how the map is looking. Is there like something in there, or is that like a building that was overrun and burned down, or the
This
planter
right here.
box? Yeah.
Sorry, right here?
Oh no, this. Is that just like a,
This is a planter box.
Okay,
This
okay.
is a planter box.
just double checking?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then, like, I'm sorry, I had to upload this map into 2 pieces because
it's okay.
Owlbear hates me. But the side of the house is essentially like right here,
Hmm.
and there's like hookups here for horses and things and livestock, and then there's like a gate here that would come into like a back garden area where there's like grass and water and shit.
Okay. The player in me sees this shovel here and is to resist it so much because that's how my other character got their name in another campaign, was by picking up a shovel and smacking a zombie with it.
Shovel!
I literally now have a shovel necklace on because
Oh my goodness.
We love shovel.
yeah. Yeah, I guess Umi would just kind of look to the others and say, I guess we need to figure out if this has an origin or a source. I already forgot her name. Gosh dang, what's her name? GM, I'm so sorry.
Bryla. Bryla.
Rilla, have you been able to like poke around and see how far this stretches? Was it isolated to just this spot, or have there been other bigger patches that you've noticed elsewhere?
Well, a lot of the other farmers are talking. It seems like it's infrequent, and only some farmers. We got hit last night. There was another one, not just too far away, that we are in talks with, we trade with between towns. They also got hit like this. And I don't know what's going on, but it's infrequent.
Do you guys raise the same cattle, the same produce? Has there been any sort of pattern between the people hit and the people not hit?
Well, we've got chickens and things, and they've also got similar poultry and livestock. I don't think it has to do with necessarily the same livestock. We're pretty similar. We just trade whenever one has better livestock than the other. And she just kind of starts laughing because now she has no livestock to trade with.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I don't know much about farming, so I didn't know if there's maybe something that, certain people have got that for some reason this weird sickness likes to kill. I don't know. Well, do you mind if we just poke around and look around?
Be my guest. Just don't come crying to me when you're sick. And she just kind of nods towards there. Just don't touch it. I'll be
just
back in the
responds
home.
that she's I'm like a doctor in training, so like I'm down with the sickness.
Oh my god.
She nods and says, "That's all right by me. I'll be in the home. I'm just cooking up some food for my husband. So, if you need me, I'll be inside. And she heads inside.
As someone who's quite like in tune with nature, is there any like going closer but not touching it? What does it like feel and smell? And like what sense? Yeah, can I vibe check the necrotic plant?
Yeah, give me an instinct roll.
And while you're rolling, like I totally vibe with your vibe check.
That's an 11 with fear.
I love you. So, as you kind of like quietly look around it and just kind of like sniff the air, trying to figure out what was going on with the soil, it smells. You get a sense of like oil burning, or like burnt metal. Something burnt, like burnt wood, burnt metal. You smell sort of like a generic, like burning different materials in that area. You can't really tell, like, because it's masking so much of that smell, you can't really tell anything other than that. It just smells really burnt. Is there something specific you're like trying to narrow in on?
What is this like big thing right here?
It's like, okay, so I'm trying to give you guys, use your brain thoughts, your I don't know, remember what it's called.
Theater of the mind.
Your theater of your mind. Yeah. So when you walk up to this, there's a crack here and a crack here. And basically that's like a crack in the earth.
Yeah.
Like there's soil that's like pushed away, and then there's like a crack on the bottom. And then this is a giant hole.
Oh, frick.
And then this is like a hole, and then like this is sort of like the kicked up dirt from it. And then this is like broken pottery and like dead flowers and stuff.
Yeah. How far does the hole go? Is that?
It's about like 10, 20 feet.
Well, I mean down. How far does it go down?
I'm going to say probably 30 to 40 feet deep.
So is it looking like something could have potentially come out of the hole?
You're gonna have to find out. You're gonna have to give me an instinct, or probably an instinct roll if you want to get close to it, and maybe an agility roll on top of that, so you don't fall in. Things like that, depending on how close you want to get.
I've got a 50 feet of rope, so if we want to tie off Cersei with some rope, so if she falls in, she's not fucked.
Tie me up!
Also, Telki has feline instinct, so she's pretty good at like agility and stuff. Is there any way she can help out Cersei with like where to stand to not fall into
there's
it?
There's definitely like a ledge where like the earth kind of like crusted off. So if you want to help her, I'll give you like advantage if you want.
Yes.
Thanks, guys. Okay, and you wanted an instinct for that, is that right?
Yes, give me an instinct roll.
I mean,
Don't.
You can click that little green button, and I think it'll auto add it for you.
Yeah. That is. Let's see. An 18 with hope.
Hey.
Nice. Okay, so as Cersei leans over this like deep hole, you'll notice like as you get closer, the cracks have like these weird shattered pieces of glass on either side of them, and it's not like a building glass. It's like something not from this area. It's foreign. And as you look into this hole, you can see that there definitely was some sort of something was digging into it or out of it, because there's like claw marks or like dig marks on the side. It's very what's the word? It's consistent. Like it's the same dig. Like it's not like weird pocket here of dig, weird pocket of digging here. It's like it's the same on all sides. It's like someone digged. Yeah, symmetrical. It's like symmetrical on either side. It's all dug in like one go. Is there anything else you're like looking for in that hole?
She would
See anything
relay
at the
that
bottom?
information.
Can I ask a point of clarification? You said there's
Yes.
like glass-looking stuff on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Is it glass in the sense that there was such high heat that it turned dirt and sand into glass, or does it look like a foreign glass material than what you would expect for the high heats and burning?
I want to say it's a little bit of both. There's definitely something that's foreign there, but it also could be the sand getting so hot that it turns into glass. But this soil that you're looking at specifically, because like you and Telki would both know that like this type of soil would not create that kind of colored glass that you see. And it's definitely colored. It's like blue.
Oh, okay. So
Like
it's not
tinted blue.
So it's more soil than sand, and unlikely to be the source of the glass.
Yeah, but what from you guys what your knowledge is of this area, what you've been here for a short period of time, that doesn't seem like this sand would be doing that.
Could she see anything at the bottom, or can she not see that far in?
There, I mean, it's 40 feet. I would say you can see that it's a pretty dark hole. It's pretty deep. There's nothing in there that you can physically see that's like on top of it. Like there's nothing like laying on top of it. There's nothing poking out. It's just a deep hole.
Big old hole.
Well, guys, it's a big dark hole.
So if you wanted to rappel, we could like hold the rope like tug of war style and just let you rappel down while we hold you.
Oh my gosh.
You can certainly try.
I don't think I want to die of the sickness. I'm too young to die.
Too hot.
But if you die, then the note from this morning said you could change something.
Jeez.
Umi was over here about to investigate the shack, and she like hears it. She's like, "No one's dying."
Amanita wants to push me down the hole.
Good grief.
I'm gonna hold off on making a joke.
I do want
what
to
else do you
get
guys
a
wanna
piece of
do?
this glass, though.
You're gonna try and touch the glass. You're gonna take a piece of the glass.
Yeah.
With your bare hands. With your bare hands.
No.
Okay.
He has frog
Specify
hands,
how you're
so-
gonna touch that.
Data's gonna summon his magic hand
Okay.
and just this little floating blue magic hand is gonna descend and pick up one of the large pieces of glass.
Okay.
Telki would absolutely. She has pouches and stuff on her pack, so she would definitely offer a pouch for the glass pieces.
Okay. You put the glass in the pouch,
Mhm.
and you have a shard of glass.
Shard.
I want to specify a shard of like light blue glass. Like it's blue glass. It's like the color that you can kind of see on the map. It's like a light blue color.
Ah.
Oh.
Hey, Amanita,
Yes.
would you do us a favor?
Probably, but depends on the favor.
Telki would give over her quarterstaff to Amanita and just ask her to hold it out over the hole.
Okay. Amanita goes, odd request, but I can physically do that, so sure. And Amanita will walk up next to the hole and hold the staff over the hole.
Yes.
Like a-
And Telki will take a stress to beast shape into a spider.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
I like this.
And she'll crawl up onto the staff, like out onto the staff, so she's at like here.
Okay.
And she will use the web slinger function to create a web and dangle
Yeah.
herself down into the hole.
That's tight.
Amazing. That's
Hell
awesome.
yeah.
Frick, yeah.
Okay. So, Telki, you descend into this hole. And as you descend with your spider vision, you can see like that definitely was like what Cersei was saying, which was, it's all one go, like it seems like it's consistent. And as you descend like farther and farther into this hole, you realize that this was not a man-made hole. This was made by something else. If you want to give me let's see, give me a knowledge roll. I want to see if you can recall something.
That's a 21 with hope.
Hell yeah. So in your travels, being a druid, Qatari, you are constantly out and about, you talk to a lot of nature, you realize that this is some sort of machine made this hole.
Mm-hmm.
You aren't sure how big, how small, but something made this hole. It's not man-made. And you feel like there was something that was in this hole that whoever dug this hole, it was in here. And you remember hearing something in your travels about there's something that potentially different leaders might be searching for, but you can't remember exactly what they were looking for, just that they were looking for specific things. And you remember when you were, let me make sure before I say things and it's incorrect. I just want to make sure before I pull up your character sheet that we talked about, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's wrong. So while you were traveling and you were trying to search for a certain person and you were hearing talks about the leaders and stuff trying to search for something, you remember in one of the various towns that you visited that the Varean Dynasty is hiding something, and a lot of people don't know what it is. And you remember that there are certain people in certain cities that are looking for people who are engineers and are armory people and scientists and things like that. And you can't recall because you wouldn't need to hide a roll to know exactly what they were looking for.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna say that you remember that they were looking for something and that they were trying to use some sort of machinery to look for things. What, you don't know.
But this hole, it was dug
By a machine. It was
by a
not
machine, but
man-made.
it was dug from the bottom up or up down.
Up down.
Up down.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. She'll spider sling back up and crawl on down on the ground and drop out of beast form. And give a very vague nutjobby recap of all of that.
There's a hole. It was dug by something that's a machine. It was dug from the top down.
Yes. Varean Dynasty needs smart people.
Mm-hmm.
So, clarification. So,
Mhm.
would Amanita know as a like budding, no pun intended, doctor?
Mhm.
Would she have been aware of the recruit for scientists?
So, because you were constantly out and about, that was not something that like crossed your path necessarily. You did hear about it from like other medics, but it wasn't like it was just like, hey, there's like the army is looking for people basically, and you're like, that's not for me. I'm vibing, doing stuff
Gotcha.
on my own. So it wasn't necessarily like you went out looking, and it was also very specific to an area on the map, which if you look at the map, just so I could like explain to you like what area in references, if you scroll up in the map, we are currently over by the Lemon Kingdom. The area that you guys would have been kind of near would be, let me pull up, let me make sure. You were close to there and you were close to there. So it would have been like between like Freyfell, like north of Freyfell, and then like over by Zifra and Hiberia. Like that whole northern part is where like that stuff would have been. So it's like the outskirts of like Chantrell and Folly Woods and Hestel. Like you guys would have heard about it, but it's not like you wouldn't have gone after it because it's not something that you guys like. That's not like technically they weren't calling to action for you guys specifically.
Yeah.
So anything else you want to learn about the whole? Touch, look at, Bayless, Scarlet, Davy.
Can
Umi?
Valis investigate this? this thing?
Yeah. So what do you want to do? Do you want to... There's a door right here, by the way.
Oh, is it? Oh, I thought it was like a big planter or something.
No.
Yeah.
It is... There's a door here.
Is the door locked?
The door is locked.
Ooh. Can Valis try and unlock the door?
You
Yeah.
sure can try.
I was so freaking muted. I was like, yes, I was waiting to go over here.
Give me a finesse, or do you have a specific... I can't even remember if they have...
Like a lock-picking ability or something.
I know, I was
No.
gonna look for it. Okay, then yeah, give me a tinker.
Is there... I forget how, like, help action works in this game.
If you want to help, it'll give you advantage.
Okay, does that use up a hope? Or is it just an advantage? I
Let
don't
me
remember.
verify.
You spend a hope to give a D6.
Spend a hope and give a D6. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Umi will be like, I know nothing about this, but I'm sure you've got it.
Thank you. Okay. Why are my dice doing this? I've just rolled 2 6s. I kid you not.
Yeah, let's go.
And then with the D6, it's 11 total. I don't know if that
Okay.
makes any sense, but yeah.
Okay, so you pick the lock. It's pretty easy lock. It's just a shed, and you open it, and you go inside. And it's just brick. It looks like there's a thing of hay. There's some tools. There's a ladder going upstairs. There's a second story. There's also some potting plants and some seeds and things like that.
Valis would like to go upstairs, please.
Okay. You climb upstairs. Are you also coming, Umi?
Oh yeah, Umi is, like, on alert. Just because,
Okay.
like, nasty sickness.
Theater of the mind. Okay, I didn't build the second layer.
Mhm.
So you're going up these stairs, and you see it's kind of like an attic, like tip situation. Like it's think of like a shed, but like a second story, like a tree house, but second door. Like there's a second story, but it's like an attic shape. And you can see that there's like more seeds, more like tools and things like that. There's nothing that you could tell of note at first glance.
Okay. Well, just because Valis is paranoid like Lottie, he's gonna wrap a little bit of material around his like nose and mouth, just in case, like part of his cloak, just around, and then can he like look around, have a proper like look to see if there's anything nefarious, anything dangerous
Yeah.
around?
Give me I guess an instinct roll to navigate, figure it out. Yeah.
Okay. That's a 10 with hope.
Ooh, okay. So a 10 with hope. So you scope around with Umi. You guys are going through some things, and you note like there's nothing that you can tell that would be like it's all farming equipment and farming materials and like hay and things like that, food for the animals, stuff like that. There's nothing you can tell that you feel like is worth noting, anything that's expensive, nothing like that is in here.
Okay. He will look at Umi and just say, "Well, it was worth a look, but I think we're okay. I think this is fine." And start to make his way out with Umi.
Okay.
Oh, there. Outside he is.
Scarlet, do you want to do anything? Umi, do you have any last minute stuff you want to do in there?
Umi's pilot just spilled food all over herself.
Oh, I saw that just now.
I mean, I don't think there's anything else Scarlett wants to do. I mean, she was probably, I'm sure she helped out with the whole rope knotting situation since that's kind of her thing. But
all right.
We're a group of little freaks.
I will say, while you guys are kind of scoping out the area, the plant life, as you head towards this direction, like away from the burnt stuff, like this stuff is mostly alive. This stuff is mostly alive. This is starting to die, and this is like basically dead. Just so you know. Anything else you guys want to do here? Do you want to go back in the home, talk to them more, go back to anywhere else?
I think Davy is just really invested in this piece of glass and probably wants to see like the origin, like if there's any way to discern the origin, like if it's like organic, naturally made, or if it's man-made, since we now know that there's like a machine that came through here.
Give me a knowledge roll.
Okay.
You get a roll, you get a roll, you get a roll.
Thank you, Oprah.
That is 15 with fear. Wait, 15, 17.
Okay. So, as you pick up this, or rather, as you look at the glass and as you were moving it into the bag, you kind of recall in your various studies in school that glass is not typically, once you get closer to like the dynasty in the north, it's much more common. It's not super common to find glass and things like that in like these various villages and towns, like in farms and things like that. You do know that this glass seems like it doesn't look magical in any way. It just looks like it broke off of something. It looks like it's like was shattered from something.
Okay.
And you have seen glass before in your lives. All of you have seen glass. Like, it's not like it's uncommon, obviously, like glass in windows and things. But this specific kind of glass is like, it's pretty thick. Like, I will say, like, it's pretty thick glass. Like, it's not like, it's almost, I'm trying to, like, give you an idea of how thick it is. I would say, like, it's like...
Like plexiglass thick?
Yeah, like plexiglass thick. Yeah. It's pretty thick.
Thick with 2 C's, but not 3.
Thick with 2 C's, but not 3. Yeah. Like, it's not like a thick-ass window pane size. It's just, it's pretty big. You guys are trying to kill me.
Well, Davy, if we are able to find a red piece of glass throughout our travels, we could put the two of them on overlapping glasses and be able to read the back of the Declaration of Independence.
Oh my god.
Incredible.
GM.
Yes.
I should have probably done this before, so I apologize. With the talk about a machine and thing, and it coming from the dynasty, would Valis potentially know anyone, or maybe have heard through the grapevine that he
Oh
has?
yeah.
What would he know what it is, what it's for?
Oh yeah. I'm going to whisper to you.
Ooh,
Whisper, whisper, whisper.
whispers.
So talk amongst yourselves for like a minute
Sneaky.
while I message real quick.
You really didn't miss that much, Siwa. We were just kind of making lots of jokes and basically
Jokes?
figured out that the blue glass that Davy had picked up is probably fell off of whatever the machine was and shattered. It's a little thick, not too thick. And then we made some other jokes.
I
That
can
was
see.
basically the extent of it.
I don't know what you're talking about. I ain't making any jokes.
Guilty.
Is there anything up in the shed roof?
Nothing. No.
Okay. Yeah, I'd stored some cake in a container because I took the rest to work and I went to eat the cake, and I don't know if the container had icky stuff in it before and I didn't wash it, or if it was just an old container. I took a bite of that cake. It was so nasty. I tried to like, and it was chocolate, and I had a beige shirt on, and
Oh no!
yeah,
So what you're saying is the cake was a lie.
the cake was a lie. And
That's
then
unfortunate.
it smeared all of my shirt and then landed icing down on the carpet. Because of course.
Oh no.
And it's my favorite shirt, so you know. I ran downstairs and
That's
put some stain stuff on it, and I got most of it off, so I'm gonna wash it when this is done.
I'm just
Also-
getting a whisper.
Yeah.
Sorry. I had to whisper. I had to make sure I was typing it incredibly. Like,
Does
descriptive
Valus and
/ not.
Cersei tell us that there was a giant bale of hay in the contents of the shed?
Absolutely.
Oh, you mean Umi? Yes.
Yeah, then Amanita will greet the girls coming back and say, "Hey girls, hey."
Jesus Christ. You guys in chat are killing me. I leave for 2 seconds and y'all are talking about moist holes. All right, listen.
Hey, I did that when you were
Her
here.
joke about moist holes.
I did that when you were here. You didn't have to leave.
All right. Okay, is there anything else you guys want to look at the whole, talk about, leave? What do you want to do? What's the plan next?
They're considering the conclusion we've drawn that it's a machine.
Mhm.
Is there any way to like figure out how the machine got there or which way it went now?
So, on closer inspection of the area, you can see, like, in this area, like, clearly this is where they exited and entered.
Yeah.
There's no, like, the wood is splintered in half, but there's no, like, it's weird because you would think that, like, if it was a machine, there would be, like, track
Fire
marks
tracks.
and stuff like that,
Mhm.
but there's nothing.
Even with Telki's specialty in tracking, there's nothing.
There's nothing. It's like the hole was here, or rather, there was nothing here, and then the hole happened, and then it's like a ghost.
The machine flew.
Ghost in the machine. But yes, that was my next guess. I just don't know if Umi would know
Jesus
about
Christ.
flying things.
Machine
I don't know.
flew.
If the party isn't opposed to it, could Valus go back in and speak to Bryla? Just
Yeah.
ask a couple of questions. Is that okay?
Yeah. Are you guys done with outside? Do you want to go back inside?
I mean, with the conclusion that they've come to, And it's not like there's gonna be like residual enemies remaining to like jump them or like hurt the farmer anymore. I don't think there's anything more we can like do physically, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No baddies to fight.
Actually, can I try one thing?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Because from what we know, the flowers are bad. Or the plant is bad, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's sick.
Yes. With Wild Touch, which is a class feature of the druids, is there a way that I can, like, kill the plant where it is right now just to make the place usable again for the dwarf living here?
Aw. Yes, I'll let you do that.
I'll crumble the plant.
Cool. The plants are crumbled.
Nice.
That are sick.
That was really
Cool.
smart, Telki. Good idea.
Well, it's just kind.
So cute.
He wanted to grow things.
And you gave him that ability back. Really cool.
Well, not really. There are other planters. They could still grow things. Just the hole is ugly.
So we're all going back inside?
Yep.
Is that the plan? Okay.
Yeah.
Boop. So, you are all back inside. And she is making food and stuff. The floor is yours.
Valus will wander over and clear his throat, and kind of just, do you mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
Bryla looks over and nods and says, "Aye, go ahead and ask."
Obviously, it's unfortunate what's happened. Has anyone in town been taken away that you know of?
Give me a instinct roll as you question this.
A 9 with hope.
She clears her throat and she goes, "No, not that I'm aware of."
Is she telling the truth?
You don't know.
Okay. Ooh. I don't know what to say now. My brain's just gone blue screen.
Anybody else got questions?
Remind me, they said that did they hear something and they got up and looked, or they just checked in the morning and saw the
They heard something like in the middle of the night, and she described like basically she like woke up, like shook her husband to get up. He went looking, and by the time he got outside, whatever it was gone.
Yeah, knowing what they know now about like it like being like machinery or something like that, she'll ask her, do you remember anything about the sound that woke you up?
It was loud, really loud. We were sleeping, and all of a sudden I woke up. There was a loud bang. It sounded like an explosion or something, and I woke my husband up, and he told me to stay put, so I didn't see anything. And he went outside, and by the time he came back in and grabbed me, we went outside, and that's what we found.
Is your husband around right now?
He's at work.
Is he okay?
He's fine. He's fine. Yeah, we're fine. He's at work.
Insight check.
Is there? Is there any chance we
Insight
could?
Give me
Is that a
a
thing?
instinct roll. You give me an instinct roll to perceive. What were you gonna ask, Umi?
Is there any chance we'd be able to like talk with him when he at work or when he gets off work, just so we can kind of get a whole idea and picture, and maybe he saw something else.
Sure. He's at work. He works the Reckless Strike, the armor shop just down the road. But you're welcome to go find him.
What's his name?
Gormorley. Gomorli.
Oh, Morley.
Everyone just calls him Gomo.
What'd you roll, Davey?
Yeah, that was a 6 with fear.
Jeez.
6 with fear. Yeah, you have no fucking clue.
Yeah, I mean, we'll look at the others and be like, well, if we think we got all the information in this spot, maybe Gomo saw something when he went outside initially.
Sounds like a right plan to me. Is there anything else you guys want to look at or ask?
Siwa cannot think of anything.
Okay. Anybody else? Scarlet? Anybody else got questions?
Nope.
No.
No. Go find this Gomo.
Gomo Momo.
All right.
Go Mojo.
So she
I was
will
thinking the
usher
same
you
thing.
out. She will usher you out of the building, and you will make your way. I unfortunately don't have the shop made because it was late and I didn't finish it. So I'm sorry. So you have to use theater of the mind. So you guys gonna head back into town and find the shop?
Yeah.
So as you enter
Make up-
towards the Reckless Strike, you find, just like the potion shop, it's sort of a stone building. You enter in and you see a dwarf with thick black hair and a braided beard, and he's just wailing on a piece of metal. And you can see there's like all sorts of armor and leather, swords and shields and stuff like garnering the walls. He hears the door open and see you all enter, and he stops and he pulls off like his little protective goggles and looks up and says, "Hi, who are you?"
Oh, we saw the notice in the tavern, and we went and spoke with your wife and checked out your farm, and we're just trying to figure out what happened to your guys' land and livestock. She mentioned that when the loud noise happened, you went out first, and we were just curious what you saw or heard or felt.
He kind of wipes his nose and puts down the metal and the hammer that he's wailing with, and kind of pulls off and kind of walks towards you and wipes his hands and says, "Yes, I went outside. My wife, she heard something and I didn't hear it, but I went outside, and right when I got there, there was something large in that area, and by the time I got there and walked up close enough, it was gone. It's almost like it vanished."
Without details, obviously, if you couldn't figure out what it was, and did it glow? Was it on the ground? Was it in the air?
It was on the ground. It was definitely on the ground. It was not glowing. Just large, and it was too dark to see. It was the middle of the night. I couldn't see much more than that. It was just large, loud.
We will look at Telki and be like, well, I think there maybe goes the flying. But there magic that any of you have heard about that can instantly transport things?
You're asking me or the group?
The group as a whole with their experience overall, because Umi's lived in a freaking
Okay.
tribe in the woods, so.
It's
I
really
would
like
say.
powerful magic.
Yeah, I would say Davy's probably the only one that would know. Maybe Valus has heard something, but for the most part, that's like above y'all's pay grade.
All a bunch of little like isolated freaks.
Yep.
Hey, you can be a creep.
Has anything strange
Oh.
been happening in the days leading up to this? Did you notice
No.
anything?
No. Not at all. We just usual farm work. I go to work. She takes care of the livestock. She'll go to work in the evenings. She helps sometimes Trish out. Other than that, no. We haven't had any issues. At least not by us.
How long have you owned your farm and your land?
We'd owned this farm and land, I'd say, a little over 2 decades.
Do you remember who you got it from?
No, it was just some lad. He had this house and he was trying to sell it. An elf, I think. He left and we got it for a really great deal. But yeah, we've had it for 2 decades now.
What
Well, I'm
did
the
you grow in your
conspiracy
planter?
person. Yeah. What was buried in the land before you bought it?
Are you asking? So wait, are you asking about what he's planting now, or what they're planting? What was planted prior?
What was planted in the planter prior to the?
To the. He'll kind of think back, rub his beard a little bit, and I don't know. That's something maybe my wife might know. It was pretty empty when we got there. There was nothing too. There was no leaves, plants, vegetation. It was pretty empty.
Exactly, Nemo. And hat is on.
And you haven't had anyone like try to buy your land recently, like out of nowhere or anything. Have you?
I don't. I am not the most talkative guy, so usually they don't come to me. My wife is the talker, bless her soul. She got us the great deal, so I'm not able to let you know if someone's talked to me because I haven't been spoken to other than my daily work.
Okay, so that's not something like your wife has talked to you about, that people have like come to her or anything?
No. Not that I'm aware of.
Amanita pipes up and goes, well, you've been super helpful. And kind of like gives a wink to Umi to be like, this is how I have cutting words.
GM?
Yes?
I don't know. My brain's trying to form the question. With what Valis does, what Valis family, let me put my teeth in and try that again. And what Valis's family is involved in and has done, God knows how long. Would they be aware of anything useful or special about soil in certain places, in certain areas, or anything like that?
You would not. Your family does not particularly talk to agriculture. That's not your family's deal. So I would say no.
I didn't think so. It was a long shot, but
I know,
worth asking.
Yeah, no. Not agriculture, my girl. No.
Okay. Yeah, we're criminals of land. Okay, cool.
Excuse me. All right. And he's gonna look to you all. And any other questions I can help with?
What about your land?
Oh, it's all right. Bryla's got it. She's great. She's got a green thumb for these kinds of things.
Well, hopefully her green thumb can overrule the black thumb that somebody imposed on your land.
Haha, I see what you did there.
And
he
will
like
look at
claps her
Amanita
on
and
the
thumbs up
on the
like
shoulder.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else you guys want to do here?
Above table, are we thinking we need to go back to his wife?
Yes.
Okay.
Freaking Lanta.
No, I think we
Can
have
we
enough
hold-
information from you.
All right. Well, if you need any armor, I'm your guy. And he just nods and just does that thing where you like pull the goggles and like lets him go and smacks it on his face, and he just grabs his
God.
hammer and starts wailing again.
What were you gonna say, Nemo?
Oh, above table, were we told that this has happened to other farmers?
Yes.
One in a different town.
Yep.
Or yeah, nearby.
Okay, just one
Consistent.
different town.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, on the way back, the walk back to the farm, Umi will kind of like ponder out loud to the group and just say, I mean, you know, we don't really deal in land, but I know gold is important, and if they weren't growing anything special, but something dug that deep, what if there was something in the earth before they ever had the farm? And the elvish fellow that they got it from, I mean, I know it's 20 years and they're probably long gone, but I wonder if it has something to do with that, and if that good deal was actually like a scam to like offload the land so that they could get away.
I mean, it's plausible, I think.
It's also possible that it has nothing to do with that, and it's completely random.
True. True. And I guess the question is, if this sickness is spreading and people don't know why, but there's a group that's doing this to the earth, I mean, aren't they kind of spreading their own version of sickness?
It would seem so.
Seems wrong to me to mess with the earth like that. Just dig a normal hole. Why do you have to damage the earth? Get what you want.
Sometimes sicknesses are made for necessity.
I hope they've got a reason for it. I guess I'll go back to the wife and ask those questions.
All right.
Or if we found the shards of glass, whatever was buried there, the machine broke it, and that's how the sickness got out.
Ooh, also possible.
So you all head back.
Yep.
Okay. So you all head back, and she waves you in, and what can I do you for?
Just curious how you got the land. Who you got it from,
Oh, that's
Well, you've
quite
been-
the tale.
what you've been growing.
Well, about 2 decades ago, I'd say. We were looking for land in the area. We wanted to grow our farm, and we were coming in from another city, and we stumbled upon this area, and we thought it was great. And there was this elf folk who were living in this area, and he came up to us and was wondering, what our price was, and we dabbled back and forth for a little bit, and he was trying to sell it as quickly as possible. He was pretty frantic about it, if I might add, and he left, and we exchanged gold, and he went on his way, and that's the tale there. There was nothing too much on the land, though, when we were here, which is quite surprising, seeing as his land is rich with soil. That's why our plants grow so well.
What did you grow?
Right now, well, we're growing all sorts of stuff. So we've got some lemon trees in the back. We're growing our own. We're growing some ferns, some lavender. We've got some bits and bobs of different berries and flowers, and she just starts rambling off random.
And the
veggies.
thing that was destroyed, what did you grow?
Oh, I believe. Let me un momento, DM, grabbing notes. Oh, we were growing some foxgloves in that planter. Those were all of our plants right there. So we had a couple plants, and it was mostly flowers. So
And they grew well?
yes, very very well. The soil there is just wonderful.
Particularly there or in all of your planters?
All of them. This whole land is great for whatever reason. This area. I mean, certain areas, and she starts rambling on about how soil and certain plants and towns are better than others. And this particular area just seemed like it would have very very rich soil to plant on. Blah blah blah. And she just starts going on and on and on and on.
Okay.
Do you remember what the
No,
you were just what the elf folk looked like that sold it to you?
She stops her rambling. Oh, that elf guy. He was, well, he kind of looked like, he's got a tan skin. He's got some brown hair. I know it's pretty, typical. He was about, I would say, and she points to Umi, about your height. Skinny. Nothing to note. It wasn't like he didn't have rags. He wasn't rich. He just had a home.
Amanita will ask, so like when he like sold you the house and like the farm area, like whenever you guys first got here, was there like a giant like mound of dirt that he had like freshly buried something? Like maybe some like super dangerous disease that just got out? Or like he buried some like really big robot thing or like something like that?
No. Not that I'm aware of. I mean, I've been digging on this land for 20 years and we've never run into any poisonous anything or something dug underground. There's no dead people, golly bee. I would never. And she just kind of, looks at you guys like, I don't know what you're getting to, but I ain't killing people. Look.
To be fair, Amanita was not accusing her of killing people or making poison. She was just asking if the elf buried the Ark of the Covenant. That's all she was asking.
That's great.
Some people are gonna get their faces melted off.
Also, once we're done with this conversation, we will take a break because bathroom breaks and things. So.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any other questions. I think we discovered the source-ish, but I don't think we'll get any more answers.
I think Scarlet will ask what she asked the husband, if anyone has come to them recently looking to buy the land because it's so fertile or whatever other excuse they may have given.
She looks at Scarlet and goes, not recently, no.
Not recently, but they have. Yeah,
we have
they
yes.
before?
Shortly after we moved in, we had a couple people questioning if we were still selling, and we said no, that must be the previous landowner, and we haven't had anybody since.
Do you remember what these people look like?
Oh, it was more elf folk, It was weird. Apparently elves really like this area.
Do they have any particular markings or anything? Cloaks? Any insignia or anything?
I rolled a natural 20 in case you're wondering. She looks at Valus and goes, there was some insignia, but I couldn't tell you what it is. It seemed like northern folk type shit.
Do you think you may be able to draw it on some parchment just so we can maybe take a look? If you can remember?
I could try. And she'll run over to the nearest drawer and grabs a sheet of parchment that she has lying around and rips off a little sheet and starts drawing. And Valus, you can tell from this insignia, it is not yours. But it is someone else's, you know.
So he knows what it is.
Yes. I will get you the exact symbol to you guys of what it looks like at another point. But it is another symbol you'd recognize. Valus would know what it is. It's another... It would be from another clan in the area that, like, would run with Valus's.
But can I just type something to you?
Yes, whisper to me.
Yeah, okay.
It is not that symbol that you guys are typing. It is not those.
Gotcha.
It's a different one.
But that is the answer to Umi's question.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Yep. Any other questions?
No.
Oh, I have a point of clarification.
Yes.
Because this dwarf lady Bryla is sounding a little racist. Are elves atypical to this area?
Not super atypical. I mean, when you guys were walking around the Lemon Kingdom, you could see a couple elves, but they're not as popular as, like, you know, fungrels or dwarves. Much more closer to, like, you know, forest folk.
Gotcha.
Orcs,
People who
things
live
like
off
that.
the land more. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Elves are not typically found this far south.
Gotcha.
Okay, I am done with the whisper.
Okay, let me look. Is there anything else you guys want to know while I answer this?
Good for me.
Nope.
No.
No? Anybody? Anybody else? Anybody else? If so, then everybody go ahead and take a break since we're back. Is there anything else you guys want to pull from Bryla, or are we good?
I mean,
I think Valus will just stare at the symbol. Like, intensely stare at the symbol, then fold up the parchment and put it away without saying absolutely anything.
Amazing.
That is it. Yeah.
Well, she'll wave you all goodbye, and if you need anything to contact her, and you guys are out on the road again. Where would you like to go next?
what time of day is it?
It would probably be at this point, probably early afternoon.
Okay. How
From
far
going back and forth so much in the
away-
morning.
I remember we needed to go to Folly Woods, to the north. How far of a journey is that?
So, just like Amanita just said, you guys will have to go back to Luna before you go anywhere, but...
Oh, okay, yeah, I was wondering if we could... Okay.
Yes. So you'll have to go back to Luna, because the protection stone will protect you from
Got
all sorts
it.
of weird stuff.
Then-
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess only other thing is, what... Did the note say from Bryla at Tish's place, like, did it say what they were hoping the outcome would be, or was it just, yo, come help us figure this out? Because we didn't really help them figure it out. Like, do we need to give her the information of what we thought we discovered? Like, oh, like a machine dug something up in your land? Like, do we need to give her a conclusion of our thoughts? Or was it just, yo, come investigate, I'm gonna feel better if someone looks at it?
How do we get the reward?
Yeah, I would say I see loot takers. So I would say once you sort of have figured everything out, if you wanted to explain to Bryla the information that you found, she would give you a reward. I think it was just more so figuring out what it was and trying to solve the mystery of whatever it was.
I think Omi will like motion to everyone, and they'll do that like thing in like cartoons where it's like they all like huddle and like the head's peeping up looking at Bryla, and it's like, do we want to tell her what we found out? Like, do we think she's in on it?
I know, right? You guys, what do you want to do? Do you want to tell her? Do you not
Tell
want to
her.
tell her? Vote.
Let's
Put it to
tell
a
her.
vote.
Yeah,
Tell
let's
her.
tell her. Tell
I
her,
don't think
yeah.
she's in on it.
Exactly. Thank you.
Okay.
Em. Tell her.
Okay.
I was doing my Almanita impression there.
That was great. That was actually really good.
Beautiful.
I saw the tell period her, and I was just like, I gotta run with it.
Perfect. So then, yeah, you guys go ahead and tell her, and she thanks you by giving you each a handful of gold.
Aw, thanks.
Thank you.
Well,
Although
thank you.
Valus wouldn't say it in Lottie's voice, but you know.
Oh, thank you. Wow, that's really weird. Yeah, so she hands you each a handful of gold. You could add that to your inventory. And where would you like to go?
Unless there's some other little thing on the board that we could solve before the end of the day, because it's not even been a full day for Luna yet. What do you guys think? Check out the board and if there's anything else, or go back to Luna?
I mean, how far away is Luna from here, logistically?
Logistically, it's probably like a 30-minute walk.
15-minute cart ride.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, it's not super
it's
far.
not
It's
super
just
far.
like just on the outskirts of like the straightaway, essentially.
Gotcha. So maybe like a couple hours away from when we actually need to go.
Yeah. You
We
can
could
also
go-
just time skip. You can, if you guys use.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I think you
Butler.
broke up a little bit there.
Oh, we lost her.
We
The-
lost
the
her.
video's gone
Lost
too.
her.
I wonder if she lost
Yeah.
everything.
I'm in favor personally of a time skip. Beedly doo.
Sure.
Yeah,
I didn't
time
know.
skip's fine with me.
Yeah, I didn't know if there's anything else on the board if we wanted to like super hella like bam bam bam. But yeah, I'm down to get it moving.
I mean, we can always, like, 90s montage, call her and ask if is there something else on the board.
Am I back?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, you're
Yes.
She's
Okay.
back.
Sorry,
Yeah.
my internet is some shit sometimes.
back. Yeah. Well, from a metagame standpoint, I'm also trying to be mindful of the fact that we only have
Yeah.
Umi and Cersei for a couple of sessions, and so rather than just like full side questing forever, trying to like semi stay on track.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Thank you.
So, I think in that case, you guys can go ahead and time jump to go see Luna. So let me go ahead and move y'all to here.
2 hours later.
2 hours later. Why are you like this? Why? Hello?
Tell me why.
There we go.
Do you need to
Goodness.
know?
Okay. Let me get rid of your links token.
Eh,
And yeah. Okay. So as you all clamber back into the lovely home and abode of Archivist Luna, she will tell you that she found out that in the time that you guys were doing stuff, and she heard from somebody that Lito is on the move again, so that he travels super often and is usually found in smaller towns as of late. So just to keep an eye out for a Lito, because Lito seems to be on the move. And so what she does is she will give you, she scrounges around her room and she hands to you a map. And I'm going to put this in references. And this is Luna's map, courtesy of Nemo and I's collaboration. So thank you, Nemo, for helping me with this. The map is in references.
It's
So
beautiful.
where you're at right now is the Lemon Kingdom. And she points around to all the different things. So just north of here is Folly Woods, or northwest. And then south of here is the Vox Port, which is the port for a lot of ships. And Stonefire City is where you all just came here to visiting Luna. Just southwest of here is the Dawn Hollow, which is the next pretty decent sized town, about the size of Stonefire. Lemon Kingdom's pretty big. Bigger than Dawn Hollow. It's kind of like a little mini runoff. And then south of here are the Danica Spires, with the Spire Hold on the outside and the fort on the other side. The Fallheim Mountains to the west, and that's what she's got for you. And the woods are pretty dense and covered up, so there's not necessarily a spot that she can readily say is good in Folly Woods. Like, there's nothing, she hasn't purposefully gone into Folly Woods because it's noted to be pretty intense, so.
Well, that's obviously where we need to go.
According to my journal note from January 4th, Telki knows the guy in Folly Woods.
Okay.
The guy's herbalist Keed.
Yes. Would she be able to, like... Does she think she would be able to navigate to them-ish? Through the woods, since she... That's kind of what she does. Go through the woods. And that's where she's from.
I think Mick's internet's being weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's froze again.
Yeah, I
Either
can
that
see
or my
that,
question
yeah.
was really stupid.
No, I can see her not. Like, I can
Both
see the
can be
little
true.
camera. Oh my gosh, Rachel.
No.
Oh no.
No.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm sorry. Hey, you know what? At least the internet's dying now and not earlier.
Yeah, that's true.
But anyway, I don't know what I heard from you all, but yes, it was Keed in the Folly Woods.
Yes. So my question was, would Telki have some sort of, like, confidence that she would be somewhat accurately able to lead the group to them?
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Sick.
You'd be able to figure it out for sure.
Is there, like, just based off of having been around Follywoods quite a lot since that's where she's from, would it be like an estimate on how long that would take to get there?
Probably a day or two's travel.
Okay.
Like where the town that she's sort of directing you all towards, the orc town, probably like a day or two. It's not super far, but it is quite a, it's travel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down with any of it.
Yeah, I'm happy to travel too. Absolutely.
Go team.
Sweet. So, with that being said, you all start your travel, I guess, towards Folly Woods. Is that correct? Are we all good to go?
Yep. And sorry, I missed
Yep.
it. Who's holding the stone?
Oh yes,
that's
she does
me.
check the stone. She will check the stone while you're holding it, and she will look at it, and she says, by the time that you all get to the forest and are traveling, it will be good to go. So you guys are all set.
Amazing.
Sweet man.
So, and then she'll also, I will give you the details of this stone, but essentially it will give the entire party 1 hope per day.
Sit.
Ooh.
So, like, if you get into contact with, like, a group of, like, really bad things, then you have an extra hope to do stuff and help prepare yourselves.
Heck and heck,
Awesome. It's really handy, actually. That's great.
yeah. For real.
Yeah. I will specify the specifics so it's not, like, overpowered in any way, but I will give you all that detail later, I promise, on top of all the other stuff.
Perfect.
Okay. So, with that being said, you make your way. Make them away. All right. So, I'm going to go ahead and yeet. And you guys are in your little carriage. Whoa, that's really freaking big.
Very little.
We're going to be there in 3 hours because the cart's just big.
Of horses on steroids.
Yep.
Horses are large and in charge.
We're quarter size then, right?
Yes. pretty much. Yeah. Sorry, it's large.
No, makes
I
sense.
tried. No, not the sneezing. Okay, so since you all are traveling, who wants to roll a d10?
Oh, sure. I do. I do.
All
I
right.
do.
Roll a
even have-
d10 for me, please.
3.
A 3. Ooh, that's fun.
No.
So,
Is it,
so
is
as
it fun,
Exactly
Nick?
what we like to hear.
it is. So as you all make your way through this forest, you suddenly, like, as you kind of get it, like, a little bit in, you guys are chatting, you know, talking about the next steps. Let's see, let me see. Who has the highest sense? Telki? I think it's Telki.
I think so, yes.
Telki, give me a sense roll.
Ugh, okay.
Wait, which one is sense?
Instinct.
Oh, I see it. It's a little subcategory.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're Gucci. I'm still learning it.
That is a 11 with hope.
Ooh, okay. So as you're driving through, you hear music being played. What do you want to do?
Trying to, yes. She'll turn to Scarlet, who I'm just going off of the map right now, who's sitting next to her. Are you also hearing music, or is this just our head?
Does
It's-
Scarlet want to also give me an instinct roll, please, to see if you can
Yes.
hear it?
Yes. And can I use my experience, the siren's call, so she can, because of her
Yes.
experience, kind of using music to try to track and
Yes.
everything.
I'll allow it. Go for it, girl.
Ooh. Still just a 6 with hope.
You can't hear anything super distinct, but I will say since you're a bard, you can kind of hear something. You're just not sure if it could be music, it could be brush, it could be creatures chittering, who knows.
She'll turn to Talkie and say, I don't know if it's like quite music, but I do hear something.
Okay, is this something that we tell people about?
Yeah, I
Telki
think
so
so.
much.
I think so, Talkie. I think we should.
Okay, something is outside. And she's like raising her voice very little. It's just noticeable that she's raised it because her volume is usually quite low. But to her, she's yelling.
Oh my god, amazing.
Scarlet will kind of like whistle softly to try to get everyone's attention. Just be like, yo. Telki said it was music.
It might be the music in our head. But I'm hearing something.
No, I'm hearing something too. I don't think it's in your head, Telki.
Can anybody else hear it?
Once pointed out.
I feel like are you gonna head towards the sound? Are you gonna stay on the path and ignore it? Because if any of you get closer, you might be able to hear something.
I mean, if we're going along, definitely. Like, if we're getting closer to the sound of it, might take us.
Yeah, it's not on the path. It's
Oh.
like off to the side and like towards the forest.
Yeah, I mean, I can I can stay with the cart if you guys want to investigate, or do you think we should, like, keep the horses safe to the side and all go look together?
Valus will raise his hand and say, I can try and sneak in. See if I can see what it is.
I'm not too terrible at that either. Do you want to look together?
Yeah, sure. Definitely.
Okay. All right. So, Valus and Umi, you hop off the carriage. The carriage comes to a slow crawl, and you wander through the forest. And as you get closer to the sound, it sounds like music. You're hearing music. And you start to get a little bit closer. And you get a little bit closer. And it sounds like a lyre in the middle of the forest. What do? Do you keep following it?
Now that they definitely hear it, I think they would, they'll look to Valus and be like, I mean, we know it's here now. Should we get the others? Music in the woods there shouldn't be music in the woods generally doesn't feel like a good thing to me.
I think it's definitely worth checking out, so yeah, let's go get everybody else.
Yeah.
Okay, you trudge your way back to everybody.
Yeah, Toki, you're right. It's not just in your head. There's definitely a lyre playing somewhere in the forest.
Why are they lying?
I don't know. They're lying with their lyre.
Jesus Christ. That about
Perhaps we should ask.
Let's all...
That's what you hear, actually. That's actually what you hear.
Is that what we're hearing?
That's actually what you're hearing. I'm retconning it, that's the song. Yeah, like an acoustic lyre. Yeah, like bardcore. Yeah.
Love it.
It's just Telki singing to herself.
I do think we should be quiet, though, if we're getting closer. Just to be safe.
Yeah.
Okay. So...
If we could, like, just, like, kind of hitch the horses, like, bring them through here, like, in the trees, and, like, hitch them to a tree or something.
Yeah, totally. So as you all hitch your little horses, and you make your way to this... you go through the forest, and as you get closer, you can feel the trees getting denser and denser and denser. And you hear this lyre. I mean, it just keeps playing the Cranberries really loud. And you're like, wow, I recognize this song, but I don't know where it's from. And you get closer, and the trees are just, it's so dark, and all of a sudden it feels like it's nighttime. And you happen upon this pool. And in the middle of the pool, you see, hold please. Let me get that to my... You see this fawn. Beautiful. Elegant. Just playing music on their lyre.
Where did we enter?
You enter through right here. Amanita's just always going to be that big.
I can't figure out how to change it, so that's what it is.
Because she's larger than life.
Yeah. So, what would you like to do?
Does it look like it's only her?
It is only, you can tell, is her. Yep, she's got just a lyre, and she's just laying on the rock, playing a song.
Scarlet might step forward first, if everyone's okay with that.
Sure, yeah.
Go for it.
I think she, instead of calling out, she might pull out her violin and start kind of playing along to just kind of make her presence known, but not like
Scary type situation.
yeah. Yeah.
The fawn stops playing for a second and then continues and slowly turns to you and waves and like kind of does like a little nod of the head and continues playing along.
Scarlet nods and smiles back. Moves a little closer. While she's playing, she'll call out, "That's a lovely song you're playing there. Couldn't help but hear it on our journey. What are you doing all the way out here?"
She stops playing and she kind of like giggles and like starts like fiddling with her lyre. And it's like, I've always wanted to play music with other people. It's so nice to see another musician. I was just on my way out of the Lemon Kingdom, and another really wonderful bard was out here in the Lemon Kingdom, and they were called the Lemon Berries, and they're playing this beautiful song, and I don't know, I just felt like I needed to play it too, and you're welcome to join me. I see you have, and she kind of like turns, like kind of like leans a little bit around Scarlet and sees like the group of people just standing there behind her and is like, I see you have like a group of people behind you. They're welcome to join me. And she like kind of like digs out of her pack like some food and water and just kind of like lays it on the rock, and she's like, you're welcome to join me.
Would you allow me to retcon something? It's fine if not. It's absolutely fine.
Mm-hmm.
As they were approaching, could Valis have potentially used Shadow Stepper to not be seen?
Yeah, I'll allow that.
Is that okay? So
Yeah.
I would like him to kind of be hid in the shadows, kind of like here, where it's really dark, just so that he's not seen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
What else would you guys like to do?
Siwa's inner pilot for a Fae character is going crazy right now.
Hey, don't eat the fake food.
But it sounds tasty.
Tasty. Can Umi just like go around? Like, does the pond? This sounds so weird. D&D sounds so weird when you're like, what does the water look like? And the GM's like, water. We're so sus about everything. Yeah, like
I would like to vibe check the water.
I would like to vibe check. Just yeah, no, just like look around and just like. Is there anything hiding in the woods? Is there anything,
No, I mean, when you guys enter, it smelled like very sweet. That leaves are very like not super crunchy, but they're like that perfect in between, like where it's very satisfying to step on them, but you know what I'm talking about. And the water seems completely normal, like it's just water. Like there's nothing, you guys. I'm telling you right now, there's nothing in the water. Okay. The water's fine. Like above table, there is nothing in the water, please.
It looks questionable to me.
Guys, we're starting to unravel it. There's stuff in the water.
There's carvings on the trees, and the trees are coming alive. The trees are all fine. Like nothing looks sick, like you guys would have seen at the farm. Like nothing. It looks like just a really dense clearing that this fawn is just sitting on a rock playing music.
Can I vibe check the fawn and see if they like are like malicious intent with their food or vibes?
You can totally vibe check. Give me a, let's see.
Is that like an insight?
let me look at you. Yeah, let's do it. It's instinct.
Or that's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah, instinct, I would say, because like presence is more like you're trying to put on a show or something.
Yeah. Not terrible. That is a 14 with hope.
Ooh, nice. As far as you can tell, she's fine. Like she's just vibing. She's just a fawn in the woods playing her lyre, eating food.
Okay. Then Amani would like turn to the group and be like, I mean, if we want to vibe, we can, but like we were on the way. Do we just want to like go back to going on the road?
We can always take a little break.
Let's just.
Valus can't hit any of this, by the way. Valus is gone.
I mean,
You all look around. Valus is gone. What the fuck?
well, we could just say it's a break for the horses for like 20 minutes or 30 minutes if you guys want. Scarlet can play some music with the lemon berries.
All right. So you all chill? Is that what's happening?
I don't know.
Yeah.
What is it, man?
Okay. All right. You guys just chill with the fawn for a couple hours, and if you didn't heal anything,
whoa.
you can.
I said 30 minutes.
A couple hours.
Hold up.
Okay, 30 minutes. You chill for a short period of time, chat with the fawn, and you guys go on your merry way. Sound good?
Yeah.
There's a whole
Okay.
my player is like there's a whole map for
I know.
this. I'm like
All right. So then you guys just hang out. You potentially eat your own food. You play songs together, and then you go back on the road after 30 minutes. All right, back on the road.
good night.
Someone else give me another roll. Give me another D10 roll.
I can do it. 2.
2. Okay. As you all travel along this road, you start to realize that this road is starting to become a little weird. It's like becoming more colorful as you continue on into these woods. Give me another roll.
Another D10.
Mm-hmm.
I will do that one. Okay. Ooh, that's a 1. Mm-hmm.
Wow, you guys just like killing off everything. Okay.
Wait, oh my gosh.
So as you all continue on, you stumble upon. Wow, did I really just pretend that there? Wow, I really suck at making maps, y'all. Just pretend that you enter in this like area and the road kind of comes to like a stopping point, and then there's a river that's flowing through. It's not super rushing, but there is a river and there's dark water there. What would you like to do?
Does this water look more sus than the last water?
I mean, you can check it out.
I would like to instinct the water.
Instinct the water?
So, hold
Instinct
on.
the water, then.
All right, we're in.
Water.
Am I understanding this correctly that there is a semi-quickly flowing river of water that's flowing perpendicular to this well-trodden, semi-paved path?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How
Yep,
wide?
there's just water that's randomly running through this path. And as you guys were kind of getting closer, the trees were becoming different colors. They weren't just green, they were pink and purple and random colors.
We see the Lorax in the trees.
There's just like a river going this way.
I have vibe checked the water for a 17 with fear.
On a 17 with fear. I'm gonna GM and say, as you get closer, you feel like, let me see. Let me really quickly. Wow, I'm definitely not doing that to you guys, but I might. You see, as you get closer, there's something moving in the water. And before you can do anything, tortoises start coming out of the water with swords.
What in all the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Mm-hmm. I'm going to grab. And I'm just going to name these before I forget.
Raphael, Donatello.
Yeah, basically. What would you all like to do? You see turtles popping up out of the water.
Do they look like they're going to be hostile?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, gracious.
They have swords out and they're turtles, but they can walk normally. They like stand up on two legs and are starting
Are they
to
turtles
walk
or
towards.
turtles?
They're galapas. They're like galapas, which is what they call the turtles here in Daggerheart. They're galapas.
Gotcha.
So they're on 2 feet.
Okay.
Cersei is in the front, checking out the water, and there's water running through right here.
Okay.
I'm gonna draw.
Cersei was like right here, you said?
There you go.
Yeah. Thank you. It's like right here. So like as you get closer to the water, you see these little turtles start popping up out of the water. Galapas, if you will.
If I've got like 4 campaigns that I'm doing right now, I've just nearly called Valis every single one of them. If Valis sees that they're looking hostile, could he use his? I've wanted to do this ever since we started playing this. Could he potentially use "We're all friends here" to try and persuade them to let them past?
Yo,
Let me see.
Ooh.
Oh,
let's go.
Give me a presence roll, because you're trying to perform, charm them, deceive them to say that we're all friends. So give me a presence roll and add your "we're all friends" here.
Okay, amazing. Watch it be really bad. Okay, so that's 10 with fear.
10 with fear.
Yeah.
How do you try and like what do you say to them?
Brain needs to work now. That'd be great. He would say, really sorry, we're kind of new to this area here. We're just looking to just move on. No trouble. We just need to get past the other side. If we don't want any trouble, I promise.
The Galapas kind of look at you and they shake their head and they're like, "We don't trust. Attack."
Yeah.
And they look to each other and they're going to move. I'm going to spend a fear. And I'm going to add 2 more.
Ah.
Help.
Hey, there's a combat music called Struggle in the Jungle.
Wow, I can type, you guys, I promise.
I like turtles.
I like
I like
turtles.
turtles.
And then the Galapa, I'm gonna spend, let's see, I spent a fear to add more. And I'm gonna just do a little GM move and just kind of move these guys to the side a little bit closer.
Just they're so big and we're
Meh.
so small.
Yeah, they're big boys. All right.
Okay, wait, I forget how this works. Are we just allowed to throw out shit?
Yep. So there's no, in Daggerheart, obviously, there's no initiative roll. So
Okay.
whenever you want to do something, just let
Okay.
me know,
And
and then we can go from there.
yes. So, Telki takes her quarterstaff and vicious entangle on turtle number 4. to make roots and vines reach out from, I guess, the shore, since to restrain.
Okay.
If I
Really
succeed. We'll
Let me
see.
pull up. See.
I got a 20 with hope for my spellcast roll.
Dang, that will hit.
And so number 4 takes 6 physical damage.
Okay.
And I will also spend a hope point to temporarily restrain any enemies very close to your target as well.
Okay.
So whoever is very close. I assume Turtle 2. I don't know if Turtle 3 is very close.
I would say, yeah, probably just Turtle 2 and 4.
Yeah. And she'd hop off the cart.
Okay.
Hey, since Telki's being a little badass and has restrained these two, Cersei would aim for Turtle 3 with her Warhammer.
Okay.
And that would be... Oh no, a 7 with fear.
Yay.
Oh, stop that.
7 doesn't hit. So Cersei moves to try and hit, and the turtle somehow being so big and bulky and a turtle of all things, Galapa moves out of the way, almost too fluid, and I will spend a fear and swing back. It will bite you, and it will use overwhelming force.
Don't like that.
I love that for me.
Actually, we're gonna do claws. We're gonna do claws with overwhelming force. So let me grab my Does a 15 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. That is 5 points of damage from Turtle. Let's move 3 here, and is going to try and attack Cersei. And because you got hit and were clawed, anytime you get HP from this creature with claws attacks, you are knocked out of melee. So as the Galapa swipes at you with its claws, you get thrown back towards Davy. Flying backwards,
Sorry, buddy.
knocking into Davy.
Okay. As Cersei bumps back into Davy, he's gonna say, it's like, you gotta be a little more careful, and cast Tava's armor as like little droplets of water start to circle around Cersei. And so next time you have to mark an armor, you can roll 1d6 to add to your armor score.
Nice.
Thanks, Davey.
You're welcome.
Seeing...
Yes, make sure you are doing player action things, because we're going to keep doing that for now.
Can we
until
do a
the
quick
official-
recount on who is who?
I don't have any more banana runs, but I can keep track with D4s.
Yeah, you can just keep track with like a dice. So I think that's a great question. Did you guys mark down who was who last? Because I did not.
I think
I
I
know-
was purple. I think I was purple.
I
I was
think
red. I'm pretty
I'm
sure.
orange.
Yellow.
And do we need to reset it or leave it as it is?
Leave it as it is, because these tokens continue on forward through sessions.
Okay.
I believe, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong. Hold on, please hold. I think that might be wrong.
Okay, I would assume they would reset, because otherwise that would be potentially silly.
I think my fear keeps, but player actions don't.
Yeah, that's what I would expect to be the case.
I'm double checking, but while you guys are double checking, just clear your. We'll just do that for now. And if I'm wrong, then just note what you have right now, and we can add it back later.
Mine was empty, that's why I'm asking.
Okay. I do know my fear continues on, though. That much I know. Okay. So, I don't remember who was asking it next, but...
Oh, I was seeing these turtles, like, whomping up and getting on everybody. Umi's gonna jump off the cart and run into the middle of all of them, kind of like shielding Davy and Cersei from these turtles, and is going to Toki, do they get unrestrained if we hit one?
I have no idea. I looked at the restrain, and it just says when you gain the restrain condition, you can't move until this condition is cleared.
I can use I think last time we figured out that I had to use a fear to clear the condition.
Got it.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
Okay.
It also doesn't say how long my spell lasts.
Forever.
Until I guess you want to use another one or I clear the condition.
Okay. Yeah. I don't have any other spells, so.
Okay.
Okay. Umi will just swing at Turtle 2. And let me see. When we use the features, do those use up a hope? Oh, I'm so silly. It says it in there. Ignore me.
I was like, it depends on the feature.
I was gonna say, I was like,
Sorry.
I think it depends on which one, but...
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and swing on this thing. 16 with fear on Turtle 2.
16 with fear on Turtle 2. Please hold. That will hit.
Okay. I'm going to roll damage. That is 9 damage, but I would like to use my tusks, spending a hope to add a d6 to that damage.
Okay.
I didn't use that last time,
Go
and I
for it.
want to this time.
Go for it.
That adds a 5. So 14 total. The Turtle 2.
Jesus.
Okay,
Okay, I'm gonna...
she's got a battle axe that she just like swings across, and while it's reeling, she just leans in and just gores her tusks across the other way.
Well, with that much damage, it freaking dies super fast. So you swing your axe, and you hit the turtle, cracking its shell and killing it. So I believe that was 2, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Don't
With
touch
that
her.
being said,
Aw.
I will use a fear. Another turtle comes out from the water.
Oh, lordy lord.
And I will spend another fear and move this turtle. Yeah, I'll move it over here.
No.
And
Help.
I will. Let's see. What is the? Hold on, really quickly. Let me see.
There's not like a flanking mechanic in this game, right? So like
No.
logistically, the positioning doesn't super matter necessarily, except for just who they're next to.
This turtle is gonna be here on top of you. And I will have turtle 1, and this is going to be turtle 5. Turtle 1's going to swing for Valus in front, and turtle 5's gonna swing on Scarlet.
I'm gonna use Iron
Scarlet's still
Shield.
technically in the cart. Does
Gonna
that
climb into the cart. And come after you. And Valus, are you
Okay.
still up? You're still visible?
Yeah, they did not get a chance to bamf anywhere, so yes.
Okay. So yeah, that turtle's gonna try and climb. Let me just... Oh yeah, it climbs in there. So that is... It's going to do the same thing, clawing on Valus.
I'm using I Am Your Shield for Valus. I'll take the damage instead, marking a stress.
Okay, that is 8 points of damage. And
Does it just-
Wait, what is the roll? What was the to hit?
oh, duh. 19.
Yeah, hits.
Yeah, that is.
So that was 8 points of damage. You're gonna mark a stress, and it uses overwhelming force because it's a passive, so it will knock you back, Umi. It will probably.
Umi, is 8 at a threshold for you? Like, if I were to decrease the incoming damage by 1 or 3, would that matter?
No, you're good. I reduce all incoming damage
Okay.
by 5, so that was gonna put it at a 3, and then I'll use an armor slot, so I take no damage.
Okay, well, I just have the prayer dice to keep in mind, so, like...
What do you
you can do
roll?
that
Oh,
one at a
yeah.
time.
It reduces
What?
it by how much?
Whatever the value of the dice rolls were. So I have a 1 and a 3. So it can be used as that many hope for a person, or it can be used to reduce incoming damage or add to a roll.
Oh. It was 8
So, like,
damage,
if you were
you said?
at 3... Yeah, so you got 8, you reduced it by 5. If you want to, we can burn the 3 die
Sure.
to make you not burn an armor slot if people are okay with sacrificing that potential swing and hope.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got a lot of armor, so the 3 honestly would probably be better for hope, so I'm good. I get extra armor as my class, so this is what I'm built for.
Sounds
Good call though. Yeah, no, keep that for somebody else. I got a lot of beef.
Okay. The Galapa starts climbing into the cart, trying to see what else that it can find, and sees Scarlet and tries to claw at Scarlet. Does a 13 hit you?
Yes. Yes. Sorry, I was looking at something to see if I could make it not hit, but
You're
no.
good. Oof. That is 11 points of damage. And it will claw into you and drag you out of the cart, knocking you back here. No, it's not within melee. It says to knock you out of melee, and I know you guys are really tiny, so like kind of like there. And that will be the end of my turn. Actually, I'm gonna one more thing as a GM move. I'm going to remove a fear and take off the restrained,
Okay.
and that'll be the end of my turn. Go ahead, do what you will.
Can Valus go and attack the one that just tried to get him, please?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Let's
Let's see if this. Let's see if this hits first. That's 23 with hope.
That is
Nice.
going to hit.
Okay, so this is a mechanics question because my brain is probably a little bit fuzzy. Valus has 2 daggers, so it can technically do 2 swings. Do I have to roll separate like attacks for each of those? I'm guessing so because there's 2 finesse rolls on it.
I would say yeah, probably.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. So it's. Okay, so that was actually 25 then. To hit.
They hit. They hit.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Help! I don't know where all my dice have gone. There we go. Okay. So, from the first dagger, so slash across, like, the face.
Mhm.
That's gonna... I rolled a 1. So that's
Oh, jeez.
4 damage on that. And then on the second, that's 4 again. So 8 total. 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. That's Valus's go.
Perfect.
all right. Is it okay if I go ahead and go?
Go.
Go for it.
So Scarlet, after getting thrown out of the cart, is going to stand back up and start hovering. And she pulls out her violin and just starts like intensely playing Barracuda. And she's doing that to inspire her allies and give everybody a rally die for my class feature. And I'll put in the chat, but all you can use it for. And then she's gonna fly over here, away from that freaking turtle.
That's so cool.
And that's it for me.
Alright. Mick, are you doing anything?
No one rolled with fear. I don't have a DM move I want to do just yet, so go ahead.
Okay. So Turtle 5 is in the cart, yes?
Turtle Vibe is kind of like half in, half out, like grabbed in, like think the shell is like on the corner, grabbed Scarlet
Gotcha.
and
Like
pulled
clinging
out.
on the side, essentially, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha, but otherwise been untouched.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I
fine.
think T1 is the one that's been damaged the most.
Okay. Well, I could go for a multiple, or I could just do this. I'm gonna walk up, since I'm still in the cart, and just do like an upswing with my, like from ground level up with my axe, and do like a forceful push, which is one of my abilities. So I make an attack with my primary weapon. So I'll do that first.
Okay.
That is so it's an attack, which would be +2. So that's a 15 with fear.
That hits.
And then I'm going to spend... So on a success, I deal the damage. So let me roll the damage real quick. That's going to be 6 damage. And then I push them out of melee range. And I can spend a hope to make them vulnerable, which I will. So essentially, like, I'll knock him on his ass as he falls out of the... Like, onto the back of his shell whenever he falls out of the cart. And then since I succeeded with hope, I get to add an additional d6. Which is another 5. So 11 damage total. And he's vulnerable. And pushed away by 5 feet.
Okay. 11 damage. Let me mark that. And that was on T5.
Yep.
Cool.
And the specific condition is vulnerable.
Okay.
I don't think I have one.
Yeah, it's okay.
All good.
It is what it is.
Just wanted to make
cool.
sure that you knew what the condition was.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Which essentially
Okay.
gives people advantage.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's right. You made stuff for it. I forgot about that. Davey? Okay.
Are you gonna...
I am,
spend a-
because they rolled with fear.
Oh, right.
I'm
There we go,
going
yeah.
to remove I'm gonna remove a token counter. And I'm going to move this turtle over here. And this turtle here to move my adversaries. And then I'm gonna spend an additional fear to... I kind of want to like skirt around. I'm gonna leave that. I will spend a fear to attack. And it will be, because Umi seems to be taking a lot more damage, I'm going to have Turtle 4 try and get Umi. Wow, 7. Does the 7 hit?
Yes, it does. I'm very squishy.
It does.
Oh wait, it is my
Okay.
7 is my thing, so I think you still beat it though, right? Is it
Yes,
so meets it beats it in
beats it,
Daggerheart?
I believe. I believe so.
Cool.
It will do a claw again. So that is 7 points of damage. And you'll be flung out of melee, which would be... Let's see, what direction? I might just diagonal you, because I don't want to like have like 3 people on a square. If
You're
that's chill.
I'm using armor
You guys
slot
are all
again.
clumped together. It's my
I'm gonna use the
favorite.
armor to take no damage again.
Okay. And that's all I'll do for now.
Okay, so Telki is going to take a stress and transform into a lynx.
Okay. Let me grab
Um,
yours. Where's your links? There you are. Boop.
And she's pretty speedy, so
Oops. I swear I know what I'm doing.
I can drag her if you...
Okay.
I can... Well, I'm gonna move myself. But yes, she is pretty speedy, so I assume she can do a quick loop to get this one.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. and because of pack hunting, when I make an attack roll on the same target as an ally right before you, add an additional d8 to your damage dice pool.
Dang.
So I'm gonna roll.
And you have advantage, so you get to add a d6 to the
Yes.
roll.
Oh, but that's still shit.
Oh
The roll is 10 with hope.
no! 10 with hope does not hit.
Fuck.
You also have your d6 thing rally.
Oh right. I will.
Damn birds.
I will add my little d6 rally. That's a 4, so 14.
Let me see. That just hits.
Birds for the
Ah.
win.
Yeah.
Goddamn birds.
So that's 2d8 plus 2.
Okay. Okay.
Mm.
Give it to me, baby.
That is 15 points of damage.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah.
Floor is yours, Cersei. Go.
All right. So Cersei would like to use her whirlwind ability.
Okay.
And she will target Turtle 1 and Turtle 3 with that.
Okay.
This is on the off chance that she rolls well, so let's see how that goes. And let's see.
Believe it.
I believe. Okay, let's roll. That is a 14 with fear.
14 hits.
Okay, and then I will spend my hope, and so that's gonna hit. That'll hit Turtle 3, and then Turtle 1 will take half damage. So let me roll that
Okay. We haven't heard
damage.
from Davy in a bit, by the way, as well, guys.
Oh,
That
Okay,
is
okay.
a 5 damage for Turtle 3, and then Turtle 1 would take.
Okay, so that's fine. Okay. Let me...
And sorry, what'd you say about Davy?
Sorry, hold on. I'm doing math.
Said Davey should go next.
We haven't heard from Davy in a minute, so that's why I was like...
I mean, he took one action. We're in the second round of actions, so.
Yeah,
I just was saying, that's all.
Speaking
And
of,
if you-
I've got something cooking.
Yeah, and if you want to go Valus, I know you said that. And as for 1 or 2 player, I'm gonna guess 2.
yeah, I would
But-
assume 2 because I transformed and I attacked.
Yeah.
But movement is not an action, right?
No.
No.
No, it is not.
Okay. I'm gonna put it as 2, and if it should be 1 for some reason, then
We'll find out later when the
Yeah.
book probably comes out.
yeah.
Nemo, do you want to go? I don't mind.
No, you go first. You go first. I'll go after.
Oh. Okay. So let me just get my character sheet up just so I don't do something stupid and wrong. Okay. So Valus is going to move towards the one that's vulnerable,
Okay.
if that is okay.
Yep.
Oh, no. Oh, I don't know what I just did, but help. There we go. And is going to see if he hits first.
Okay.
14 with hope.
That hits.
Okay. So I am going to use Rain of Blades, which is a spell.
Mm-hmm.
I spend a hope to use it.
Mm-hmm.
And I spend a hope to conjure Thorium Blades that strike any enemies very close to you. Make a spellcast roll on all targets that you succeed against. Take a d8 plus 2 magic damage. If any targets you hit are currently vulnerable, they take an additional d8 magical damage.
Heck yeah.
So
Roll that damage, baby.
okay, So it's a spellcast roll. Oh, right. So it's not actually an attack roll. Sorry, my bad. It's a spellcast
It's okay.
roll. So that's a 16 now. I've re-rolled it.
That works. Perfect.
Okay, so it's 2d8. Help. Help, it's again. I can't find dice. There we go. That's 8 plus. So that's 8. Plus 4 is 12. Plus 2. 8 plus. So that's 14. Yeah. 14 points of damage.
4 or 5?
Yeah, for 5. Yeah.
Okay. So as your rain of blades comes down, Turtle 5 is vanquished and out of fury of knives in its cracked shell as it falls to the ground dead.
I think they're shadow blades. I think.
Blades?
Oh no, they're just no, it's just throwing blades. Never mind, I thought they were shadow. They're not.
I mean, they could be. You could flavor it. I don't care. I believe you.
They're shadow blades. They just disappear.
Totally.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's my flavor, and that's Velus's go. And I will. Yeah, that's all he wants to do.
Okay. And that was also on number 1, right? As well.
I only did it for the one that just died. If the other one's really close, they would take a d8 of damage as well. If they're very close.
I don't think.
Turtle 1's very close. They're within 5 to 10
I would
feet.
say. Yeah, I would say Turtle 1's close. Then yeah.
Okay.
They would take a d8.
So that's just 4. Just 4 points of damage.
Cool. Still up.
Goodness.
Go, Davy, go!
Go,
Okay,
Davy!
Looking around, Davy is gonna say like it's getting a little cramped over here, and use power push on Turtle 3 to try to knock him back. That's a spellcast roll, which is I don't think that's gonna hit. 7, 8, 9. I'm gonna use my rally dice. That's an 11.
Does not hit.
And that was with fear.
Wait, you said you got an 11?
Yeah.
So, if we want to burn the prayer die can add to any result. We know a 14 hits on the dot.
Do it.
Do it.
Okay, do it.
Yep, we'll burn the prayer die. It's a 14 now.
Okay, then it hits.
Sweet. Alright, it hits, and so he gets knocked back to far range. And takes... Where's this one? 6 points of damage. Magic damage.
Damn, so he goes 30 to 100 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry, how much damage was it?
7?
I think you said 6.
Yeah.
Oh, 7.
6, sorry. Looking down at my dice. Yes. 6 magic.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do a GM move and jump in here and remove a fear. And the turtle that you just pushed back pulls out a horn and blows in it.
That blows.
And as you're all trying to fight, you see 2 more turtles pop out. And I'm going to spend another fear. And Turtle 1 did not like what you did, Valus. So, and I'm also going to... Hold on, please.
I'm gonna push me just like get slammed into it. We can see Amanita.
I'm going to pull from your tokens. And I'm going to... Turtle 1's gonna go after Valus. 7's gonna move up. Turtle 4's gonna move in. and I'm gonna spend another fear, and I'm gonna have them all attack. So 4 is gonna go after Davy, 7's gonna go after Cersei, and Turtle One's gonna go after Valus.
I'll take Davy's hit.
So
Oh no.
I got you, Davy. I got you. I'll take Davy's hit.
okay, so 4 is gonna go after Davy first. That is a 14 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. And I'm going to use a bite instead because it's angry. I'm going to actually, can I? I can. Fuck yeah. And I'm going to do, because it doesn't like it. That is 20 points of damage.
I'm taking that.
And you are restrained.
Okay. So let me see. Stress. It was 20 points of damage.
Yep.
Okay. Reduced by 5 is 15. I will do. Yeah, that's fine. I'll take that.
Cersei, that is 14 coming to you.
Yes.
That's going to be a claw attack. That is 8 points of damage. I can do math. And you are knocked back. Boop.
Boop.
Number 1 is coming for Valus.
Hey,
That's a 6.
that misses.
All right. And that'll be the end of my turn. Are you scared yet? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Valus just dodges that like Neo from the Matrix.
Mhm. Yeah, turtle comes swinging in with like its claws. And
Yeah.
Which of these had taken? Turtle 1's taken some hits, right? And Turtle 4 has taken some
Turtle
hits?
1 is very close.
Okay.
Turtle 3 took some hits, and 4 hasn't been touched.
Okay. I don't know how this works, if it's possible. Is there a way, like, to like hold Davy like behind Umi and like switch places with Davy?
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Are you allowed to move if you're restrained?
Oh, I'm restrained. That's right. I forgot.
Yeah, that too.
Well, never mind. I can still.
Sorry, I'm trying to
hit
do
things,
math
right?
at the same time.
You're good.
Sorry, hold on one second. I'm trying to do math and also make sure I have all my characters all done. Okay. When you're restrained, I believe. Let me just. Oh my god, I can't word. You will have to make a roll to get out of restrained. You have to make a strength roll.
I have a question. I have something called Unstoppable, and once I use it, it says I
Mhm.
cannot be restrained or vulnerable. Is that?
Mm-hmm.
Can I use that?
Yeah, totally.
Okay. I can send it to you if you want. It's a little mouthy and long.
I see it. I
Yeah.
see it. She's become unstoppable. You can't stop it. It's
Okay.
D4. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna burn that for my long rest. I'm gonna become unstoppable.
Okay.
And I'm gonna switch places with Davy,
Okay.
if possible. And Umi will just kind of crack her neck and look at the turtles, and just be like, let's see if we can crack those shells, huh?
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm going to gain resistance. My armor score increases by 1. I'm gonna add value. Okay, I'm gonna try to hit Turtle 1.
Okay.
So let me see here.
Also, I'm just gonna assume that this cart moved back slightly with the horses because I saw fighting and got scared. That's what I'm assuming. So
Yeah,
just
it's
pretend the horses aren't there, just so you know.
Okay, this is to hit. I'm gonna go ahead and use the. Well, actually, no. I'm gonna keep that rally dice for now. I'm gonna roll 12 with hope. I don't think hits.
12 does not hit.
Well, maybe I should use it. You know what? I'll use it, and we're gonna pray that I roll a 2 or higher. I was gonna say that for something else, but
Excuse me.
all right. I rolled a 2. Okay, God bless. Whew, that'd have been bad. Okay, so I'm gonna hit turtle 1. And this adds add the current value of your unstoppable dice to your damage. Okay. I'm gonna add that +1 to this. Okay, that is 14 damage. That is max to turtle 1.
14 max to 1. So as you swing through, you can see it's on its last legs.
Can I burn a hope to add the tusks to it again?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna burn the hope I just got and add a d6 to that damage roll. For a 3.
It will kill it, no matter what you hit.
Okay, yeah,
It will kill
yeah.
it.
Absolutely.
So
Crack
T1
it.
is dead. So you crack the shell open, and it falls to the ground dead.
Yeah, just trying to stand in the way here for all the other ones.
You're good, yeah.
I have 2 counters, just so you know.
Okay, cool. Thank you. I still have one up. Okay. Yeah, does anybody want to go?
Yeah.
Scarlet wanted
Otherwise,
to go.
I'm gonna go.
No, I want to go. Scarlet, seeing all of the turtles starting to swarm her friends, is going to fly over here and try to cast Enrapture on Turtle 4.
Okay,
That is a 16 with hope.
that hits.
And I will also go ahead and mark a stress to deal a stress to that turtle as well, because Scarlet is fucking done with these turtles. So basically, with Enrapture, its attention is on me. It narrows their field of vision and drowns out any sound of my voice.
Ooh, I see it. Nice. Cool. Awesome. Anybody else?
Yep, I'll go. So who's been hit? 7 and 6 are fresh. 4 has only been charmed but no damage. Is that correct?
4 no damage, 7 and 6 are fresh, and 3 has been
Gotcha. And
moved
remind me,
away.
sorry, what does the charm do? Just so I don't like ruin it.
It looks like it just keeps its attention on Scarlet, narrowing their view and drown out any sound. So basically, it's just like primarily focused on Scarlet. So like, and I have to mark up fear to remove it. So like you
Gotcha,
hitting it
but-
won't do anything.
Okay, I just wanted to be clear. Me
Yeah.
hitting it wouldn't knock it out of charmed or
Nope.
give it an extra chance or whatever. Cool. Well, in that case, if its attention is focused, I mean, ideally I would like it not to hit her. So I'll throw my spirit weapon with my divine wielder subclass. I like to think of it less as a Mjolnir thing and more like Sokka boomerang from Atla, where I just like chuck my hand axe and it comes back to me boomerang style.
Mhm.
And so I need to make an attack roll. An attack roll is just the 2d12 like normal, right?
Yep.
That is going to be a 15 with fear.
That hits.
And then I roll the damage die that it says next to the weapon, right? So a d10 plus 1.
Correct. Yep.
Cool. I realized I rolled the wrong damage die last time, but I will roll it correctly this
That's
time.
all right.
That's going to be 5 magic damage, and I will mark a stress to have it also hit Turtle 7 for the same.
6 as well, or 4, I mean.
It was 4 and 7, so
Okay, thank you. That's all I did. Okay, cool. Cool.
That's
I've
it.
been doing something wrong.
Cool. It's okay. I feel like we've all been doing things wrong this entire game. So. I'm going to pull more tokens. And, let's see. I'm going to spend a fear and move my adversaries. So he's going to go into the water here. I'm gonna say that it's gonna be difficult terrain for him, so or slightly difficult terrain. Actually no, because it's not moving. It's gonna move. Where do I want to put you? It's gonna go here. 6 is gonna go here. Underneath this tree somewhere. And yeah. And then let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I'm gonna spend 1 more fear and attack. So 3 is gonna go after Cersei, or maybe, yeah, one of you guys. Are you, Armanita, are you technically in that little circle?
I mean, technically, I'm in the. Whenever you
The little
push
square?
the cart back, I'm in the cart, so I'm here.
Got it. Okay, you're in the cart. Okay, so yeah, 3 will go after Cersei. 6. Telki hasn't been hit. I'm gonna move around, and it's gonna waddle through and attack
Crushing the
Telki.
shell of its.
And 4 is gonna, well, because you're in the air. How high are you in the air? Do you know, Scarlet, if it tells you how high you are?
Don't know. It just says you can fly.
You can fly, you can
While
fly, you
flying,
can fly.
I can mark a stress to increase my invasion, but that's all it tells me. So,
well, it's trained on you. I'm just gonna move it towards you. I'm gonna assume I'm gonna do like hypotenuse type situation where if you're too high in the air and it can't reach you, it won't reach you. So, and I don't have anything extra. It's just got some stuff. So yeah, 3's gonna go for Cersei, 6 is gonna go for Telki, and 7's gonna go for Umi.
I'll take the 3 hit as well.
Okay.
Give me all the
3
stress.
would have been 7 to hit.
Oh, meets it, beats it.
For
Yeah.
Turtle 3.
No, I'm taking it for Cersei.
Oh. It wouldn't have hit Cersei.
It's all good.
That is 13 points of damage.
Reduced by 6. And then reduced by 2. How much is that?
8.
Yes.
So how much is left?
Wait,
Is
yeah.
it 13?
It was 13 to hit?
So 5 left.
Okay, I'll
Yes.
burn an armor and take no damage.
And to hit. Wow, that's not gonna hit you at all, Telki. Does a 4 hit you?
No.
Alright, that's the end of my turn.
Alex.
Yeah, Cersei's sick of this shit, so she's just gonna scooch right here, and she's gonna hit Turtle 3 with her Warhammer. Do not let me down, Warhammer. That is an 18 with hope.
That hits, baby!
All right, let's go. Okay, and then the damage on that is going to be 812.
And that was on 3.
Turtle 3.
Still up and about.
Not for long.
Get him, Telki.
Yeah. Telki's gonna joof right around. And I have advantage on attacks, which I didn't know. So that's fun. When I'm a thing. Jesus fucking Christ, I'm rolling bad with advantage. No, that does not hit.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just a 12.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't hit.
No.
Was it with fear or hope?
Oh, hope.
Cool.
Nice.
I was like, give me.
No.
Anybody else
Hope.
want to go?
I will go if that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, turtle number
6.
number 6. Hello. Let's see if Valus can hit this mother. I got 2 12s. I
Let's
reckon I
go,
just
it's
got
a
2 12s.
It's crit.
Let's
He's-
freaking go.
Okay, so it's so that's actually a 25 total. So yeah.
Jesus.
And I'm actually adding them together this time because I wasn't doing them the first part of the session. Okay. Dagger, dagger, dagger.
Get him back.
Is this one considered in melee with anybody else at all?
It's technically in melee with Davy and Cersei, if Cersei's still in that little square with Davy. Otherwise, just Davy. But yes.
Is it a melee
Okay.
with me?
You're technically in the cart, so.
So not really.
I mean,
Is it
technically yes,
with
but
Umi?
technically no.
Okay,
With
so
Umi, yeah.
if it's in melee with someone, I'm gonna spend 3 hope. And do I get sneak attack anyway? Let me just check. Oh no, never mind. I'm not hidden. It's fine. I am reading shit wrong.
It's okay.
Okay. So first dagger is 6 damage.
6 to hit.
No, it's just 6 damage.
Damage. Okay.
And then second dagger is 8 damage.
Okay. Dagger hits true. One of them feels like it hits a little hard, but it's still up.
My god. Just looks at this one and goes, just die!
Turtle shell, turtle power!
That's Velus's go, and I will add that to an action tracker.
Yay.
I'll go.
Do it.
Go.
All right. With all of the water that's rushing in the river behind Turtle 7, Davy is going to start doing some magic chanting, and the water is going to splash up, turning into ice, making ice spikes, and is going to try to impale Turtle 7.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to be a spellcast roll.
Okay.
That is not great. 12 with fear.
12 does not hit.
Cool beans.
But I get to go. So thanks. I'm going to spend a fear and move my adversaries. 4 is gonna just keep trying to get closer to Scarlet, even though it can't really. 7's gonna get closer over here. I think it's about as close as it's gonna get. So 3 is going to go after Davy. 7's gonna go after Cersei, and 6 is gonna go after Valus. Boop.
No.
Oh.
And yeah, okay. Wow. Does a 5 hit Davy?
Thankfully, no.
Does a 19 hit Cersei?
Yes.
Does an 18 hit Valus?
Yep.
All right. 8 to Cersei and 9 to Valus.
Can I take? How do armor slots work again? I'm so sorry. It's been so long. It's been
incoming
so long.
damage by your armor score.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take an armor slot and reduce that by 3.
Okay.
So that'll make it. Is that 6?
So it would be
1
your...
HP. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. 1 HP march. That's cool.
Yep.
I'll just apply the last mess up that I did on taking Cersei's to this one.
Okay. That's it. Who's going next?
I'll go next. I am going to throw my boomerang at 6 and 3 and see if I can kill him dead. Let's go. It'll be targeted at 6 first. Woo! That is a 23 with hope.
23
Jeez.
with hope. That hits. Also, sorry, randomly my camera disconnected, so I apologize if it's not working right now, Siwa.
That's okay.
All right. So and I roll damage. That one rolled bad. Let's roll you. Ooh, that is gonna be 8 magical damage.
8 magical damage. And Siwa, here's the link again, so you can see it. That was 8 damage.
Just mute your thing in the ninja thing.
Got it. I got it.
Wait.
8 damage, and
And that is to 6 and 3.
Got it.
And then I catch my boomerang. Thank you, boomerang.
Thank you, Nate.
All right, they're both up. They're toughies. And that was with Hope, right?
It was.
Okay, cool.
All right. Well, now that Turtle 4 is nice and close, Scarlet is going to fly back down to the ground, and pull out her whip and do a whip crack on Turtle 4.
Do it.
Whip it real good.
Can I add my experience, the Siren's Call, to this?
Ooh. What for? What's the reason? Give me the reason.
Because reading this book has made Scarlet very proficient in using her whip to get what she wants. And in this case,
Yes,
what
mommy.
she wants is a turtle ball.
Yeah, sure. We'll go for it.
All right, so that will make it
Oh, what's that saying?
15 with fear.
Ooh, yummy fear. Yeah, go for it. That hits.
All right, so that is 5 points of damage, and Turtle 4 is now pushed from melee into close range. So from the enrapture to this point, she just not broken eye contact with this turtle, just staring them down.
So sick.
Down, boy, down.
You've heard of puppy play,
Alright.
now it's turtle play.
Oh,
Oh my
geez.
god.
No.
Oh my god. Okay, on that note, I'm gonna use a fear. I'm gonna use a couple fear, and I'm going to have 3, 7, and 6 attack again.
Oh dear.
3 is gonna go for Telki this time. Does a 9 hit you, Telki?
It's my. Okay, so my evasion is 8, and then when I'm a pack predator, it says evasion +1. So does that make my Lynx evasion 9?
Yes. So
Okay,
it
yes.
beats it though. I'll still hit it.
So I'm understanding that correctly. Yes.
Yes. Got some claws, baby. That's 3 points of damage, and you get knocked back.
Grab the name tag.
Thank you. I'm trying, I promise.
No, you're good. I just
Like-
sometimes attachments do weird stuff.
Yeah.
Here. And then for 7, we're gonna go for Umi. Oh my god. Cocked. Does a 6 hit you?
No, it doesn't.
Wow!
Dude, I'm like the broadside of a barn. That's amazing. My evasion is
Does
dog
an
water.
11 Does an 11 hit Valus?
No.
Well, because I didn't do shit, I'm gonna spend a fear and I'm gonna take off this charm shenanigans for 4. Stop that. And I'm done. That's my turn. Freaking running out of fear now.
Okay, so Cersei is going to move just a little bit right here and she's gonna yell at Umi and Davy to duck. And we're gonna whirlwind 6, 3, and 7.
Let's go.
Let's go. Don't you fucking embarrass me, dice. All right. That is a 16 with hope.
That hits.
Perfect. Okay, we're gonna roll that damage. And that is going to be an 8. So 3 would take the brunt, and then 7 and 6 would take half.
All right. So as you do this whirlwind, 3 just the wind itself cracks the shell, and number 3 crumbles to the ground.
Yeah.
Get
Dead.
bricked.
The other 2 not looking so hot either, but they're around.
Okay. I will go if that's okay with everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Go nuts.
Okay. I can't even see, like, my... Just give me 1 second. Like, my eyes are like, now. Okay, so Turtle 6 is still alive.
6 and 4, and this is
3.
7. 6,
Oh,
4, and 7.
Good, nice. I can't even see.
Okay. Can I is Turtle 6 looking at Valus, or is it looking at Amanita?
6 is looking at Valus because Amanita's inside the carriage.
Okay, no Heidi then. Okay. I'm just gonna roll to hit then.
Okay.
Sure. It's 18 plus 1 for a finesse roll, so 9. I can't count. 19 to hit.
19 hits. 19 hits. Kill that baby. Let's go.
Okay.
It's on its last legs. Kill that thing.
So, I've forgotten what to add. Help me. So that's 7.
Mm-hmm. 7
And
points of
then-
damage total.
Yeah. Sorry, no. And then 6. Another 6. So 13 total.
13.
Yeah.
And that's with daggers. What are you doing?
Yeah,
Explain
it's
to me how
daggers,
you
so-
kill this thing.
Really? Yay!
Yeah, kill that turtle.
So he sees this little whirlwind thing going that Cersei's got going, and kind of just jumps in the air and does a little spin and slices that thing's head off.
Hell yeah. Turtle, the shell cracks, the head gets chopped off, and it's on the ground.
Valus will look at Cersei and go, like, that was great, kind of thing.
It's so fun.
That was so much fun. That was great. Valus having a great time chopping someone's head off, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what he will do.
All that's left is 4 and 7. Anybody want to go? Otherwise, I will go.
Well, I'll fucking go for 4 then.
Okay.
Is he in the tree or just under the tree?
He's just underneath the tree.
Okay. Well, we're gonna leap for him. We're gonna see if I can hit any attack. Yes. That's 19 with hope.
19 hits.
Mm-mm-mm. And so that is 1d8 plus 2. For a 7 points of damage.
On 4. Explain to me how you kill this turtle dead.
Yes. So Telki is just running past or underneath Scarlet to basically jump this turtle and make it shell down as it just gouges out the soft parts from the shell.
Amazing. You make turtle soup.
Yes.
Amazing. Turtle 4 dead. And finally, number 7. I see something cooking in the chat. What y'all doing?
So remind me, what does a team up attack do again?
So I
It just gives like an
believe-
advantage, right?
Essentially,
damage.
it gives
They-
you.
They both roll, so it's and then you get to choose who uses it, which
Mhm.
attack. But it's
Yep.
a team up
Gotcha.
attack, and
So it's more like
Whoever
true
initiates
advantage
it.
rather than like Daggerheart advantage of like plus d6.
Yeah.
mhm.
And I think doesn't it do
Gotcha,
extra
gotcha.
damage as well?
I
yeah.
believe so. It's a total damage. Yeah.
Yeah. 1 action token instead of 2. Blah blah blah. Both roll damage as usual, then add it together.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I can burn the 3 on my end, so you don't have to.
Okay.
Alright. I'll just chuck my boomerang from where I'm at, and you can do your from where you are.
I was gonna say Davy is going to get in position for what is this turtle, the last turtle, and 7, and will use his power push to launch him into the air. So you
That's
can then
sick.
throw your boomerang.
Freaking turtle
Just-
pinata.
All right. Roll your damage.
Okay, I'm gonna roll
and
my
see if
rally
you'll
die.
hit. See if you'll hit too.
I got a 14 with fear using my rally die.
Get it.
Amazing. That hits.
So I at least hit.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what Davies is.
Let's see. I got a crit with 2 12s on the
Let's go.
Nexus.
212.
Amazing.
Max crit.
Mhm.
Maxi max crits.
So now we roll damage.
Okay.
Yep. Roll damage.
So we
add
roll
it together.
damage.
Oh,
Yep,
Add
yep,
it
yep.
together.
Ooh.
Which means, do we do crit success?
Yeah.
Which is,
I mean, if you
so
want,
that's-
I think either way, you guys are gonna kill this thing.
Either way.
But,
okay.
We like
well
to see
then
big
that's-
numbers go boom.
We like to
Yeah.
see big numbers. So, crit success, which is full damage plus a roll. So
Wait,
for
is that
me,
what it is?
that is,
Is it just for
Yes.
you or is it for me too?
I believe it's for both because we use that number.
Oh dang.
Mhm. Just lost
Well, that's
the damage.
Wait, so
That's how
then
crit works.
so then full number plus a roll means I got 19 magical damage.
I got 22.
Jeez.
Nice.
What in the
You both
Saving it up for this.
obliterate this frickin' turtle. This turtle got yeeted into the other atmosphere, okay? Just cracked on impact.
So essentially like the 2 smallest people of the party just like walk up to each other, and like the meme where people like embrace and their interlocking hands and have like the muscular arms. We have like the little
Yes.
Looney Tunes like sagging muscles, but we like do the grasp anyway.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Amazing. Beautiful.
Yes, exactly.
So as you all obliterate these turtles, the stream somehow magically just disappears.
Magic water. Ugh.
Well, fighting turtles was not on my bingo list today.
What's bingo?
It's a game we play back home.
That's good. That's good.
We would stand against a tree and close our eyes and throw sticks at each other.
This involves pulling balls out of like a hat kind of thing, and you shout the number, and if you have the number, it's like yay, and then if you get all the numbers, it's like bingo. It's great. It's great fun with drinks.
If it's numbers, then why would you have killing turtles on it?
You can sometimes put names and things on there as well of things to do, you know? We're weird back home. It's great.
Oh my god.
I'm sure that's really
So-
fun for you.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, so as you guys kind of clean up the shells out of the way,
Yeah, can we like
would
take some turtle shells in our
someone-
cart?
I mean, if you wanna, so will someone please give me, because this is actually kind of important, can someone give me a instinct roll?
I can do
And
it.
specifically, let's see, who would know this? Actually, Davy specifically, give me a knowledge roll.
Ooh. What is this pertaining to? Is this knowledge based? Or like,
It
am I
is-
trying to recall
it's-
something?
You are trying to recall something as you guys push away the
Uh,
turtle shells.
Instinct roll was a double 9.
Ooh, so a critical for Telki. So as you guys
Okay.
kind of are pushing away these shells, you notice each of them have different colored bands on their arms. Like almost a rainbow of colors on each of them. And what did you get for your roll, Davy?
Since this is to recall information.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just making sure because I get advantage for that based off of my School of Knowledge subclass. So that is 22 with fear.
I like getting the fear. So as you remember and recall, you remember in school, back home, like, I don't know if you would call it home necessarily, you were there so much, but you remember that there was this gang? You don't know if they were really a gang, but you knew there were a lot of turtles, and they usually were along the coast. And you distinctly recall the name of this group. And as you recall, I'm going to whisper it to you.
Ooh. Whisper.
And you remember specifically that they had different armbands.
Ooh. Did I know like where they usually like to hang out?
No, it was
for
just
sure?
like a rumor
No.
around school. People would hear about
Tours.
them in the southern part of the coast.
Hmm.
There might have been a rat involved.
And dough with tomato sauce on it.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, so you all pile. Do you want to pull anything from the tortoises? What do you guys want to do?
Oh, frick yeah.
Loot,
Loot
them
those
shells.
fuckers.
Are you
Loot
gonna
them
loot
shells.
these tortoises?
Yeah.
I
So,
mean,
as
weapons,
y'all are
stuff. We know
looting-
someone who's a blacksmith. We could bring them like stuff for money.
Yeah, so on their person, you find, like, between all of them, like, a couple handfuls of gold. I'd say, like, 2 to 3 handfuls of gold. And, each of them have, like, you know, leather armor. And they don't really have anything in terms of, like, proper weaponry, because they use their nails and their sharp teeth. So they don't have any like physical weapons on themselves. But they do have like little, I don't know what to call them, like little trinkets and stuff on them.
Bits and bobs.
Yeah, bits and bobs, you know, like rope and things like that.
Ooh. I'll take a rope.
You said they had different colored bands too, right?
They do. All of them have different color bands, like red, yellow, blue, green, purple.
Specifically, is there a red, blue,
Turquoise.
orange, and purple?
You know what? Yeah, sure. For this, yeah.
It's them. It's the fabled Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Where I'm from, they were there were rumors of people like this. They were called the Terra Tortoise.
Oh. Are they... Is your home far? Is it odd to see them this far?
I don't know. I've never really seen them in person. It's just like something people at school used to talk about.
Oh. Well, now you can tell them that you've seen him and defeated him.
GM, lovely GM.
Yes.
Has
Yeah.
Has Valus heard of these?
No,
No? Okay.
no,
Cool. Okay.
not that you're aware of.
Okay. Yeah. He's thick as shit. Really.
Okay. Anything else? I saw Rachel asking a question.
Yeah, did anyone... I saw that that Cersei needed health healing and that Umi needed stress healing, potentially for both of y'all. I can do both. It's just I can do one of the... I can do... So the 2 hope for healing stress and health, I can do 2 hope for a single stress or health as many times as I want, but to get 2 health or stress for 2 hope, I can only do that once per long rest. And then I can also just touch someone as an action once per long rest for the health and... Actually, yeah, it's per long rest.
I
Or just
can
2
heal.
health or stress.
I can heal for 1d4 hit points too, if we want to split it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Cersei wants the HP from Telki, I'll take the 2 stress from Amanita.
Yes, please.
That way it doesn't eat up your hope. Rachel,
Sure, that's fine.
take the 2 stress points.
Sounds good.
Or back for Cersei.
Ooh.
Thank
Dang.
you.
You guys are
Yeah, I think
so
you got the
cute,
better
taking care of
health
each other.
back.
That way you can save your hope. Yeah, I would say.
I will also use my part of my Warden of Renewal. Once per long rest, you can clear stress equal to your instinct trait. So I will clear 2 stress for myself.
Veto mode. Yeah, I'd say we can keep going, unless anyone else wants to do anything. Freaking turtles waylaying us.
No, I'm happy to carry on. Yeah.
Let's go.
All right, so you all pile back into the cart after helping each other and healing.
Never
and...
left.
Yep. And as you all get back into the cart, you
Hi,
spend
Moons.
some time traversing the woods, following the proper paths with Telki's help. And as you get closer to the destination that was described by Luna, you are greeted by a sprawling town in the middle of a clearing. Various orcs are making their way through, finishing their work for the day, and hauling timber or food. And you notice that there's like a little sign on this sort of sprawling town, and it says Briar's Reach on the outside. And that is what we're gonna end today's session.
Yay! That was awesome. That was so good. That was so much fun.
So much fun.
I'm glad you
Before
guys-
the
I got
session
over
officially, before the session officially ends, I do have 1 free hope if someone wants it to roll over to next session for my prayer die, because the prayer die goes away if I don't use it. It's use it or lose it.
I
So
would
1
love
free
to
hope.
take it.
Cool. Add a hope.
Thank you.
Fun girl coming in clutch.
Oh.
You know, you girl coming in clutch.
And that's it.
Heck yeah.
That
That was
was-
dope.
That was such a good session.
That was
That was
fun.
that
Did you
was
like it?
great.
Turtles were
Yeah.
intense.